going, but who you go with. We're customer owned. And we look after what matters most to you, together. Get your quote today.
His phone is addicted to him.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. Stay thirsty, my friends.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything in life would adapt to your comfort. Sleep Number. To a good life's sleep.
New Snackables by Lunchables just dropped. Made with natural cheese. The snack game just leveled up. Mini and poppable. Step up your snack. New Snackables by Lunchables.
I won this skydiving package on Deal Dash.
Lori won $2,000 Tiffany earrings for just $1, and Joseph won an iPad for just $6. There's millions of fast auctions, so try today at DealDash.com for $50 of free credit and your first win guaranteed.
How can you make a child smile? Well, let's see. You could tell them a joke, give them a gift, or maybe a little dance. But for some kids, a bigger smile takes a little more attention from locally trained surgeons, nurses, and specialists. So, how can you make a child smile? Scan or go online to learn more.
It's fun for me to win on the course, but it's even more fun to win on Deal Dash.
Lori won $2,000 Tiffany earrings for just $1, and Joseph won an iPad for just $6. There's millions of fast auctions, so try today at DealDash.com for $50 of free credit and your first win guaranteed.
Welcome back to the NBA playoffs presented by Google here at Madison Square Garden. Adam Silver, a couple of commissioners, Rob Manfred, also the Major League Baseball commissioner. I wonder if Adam Silver, did he walk from the offices on Fifth Avenue or you got a ride?
It's a little rainy and muggy out there. That heat's a little high. I don't know. That walking might be a little too much.
Cooled off a little today. Yesterday he would have been drenched trying to make that walk. Shamit knocks it away after Strus fumbled it. Merrill nearly knocks it away. The call. Now you look at Shamit and Merrill, when you talk about definitive analysis after a game, if Landry Shamit's three-point shot doesn't bounce in, and if Sam Merrill's three-point shot doesn't bounce out, we're having completely different discussions after game one.
Right. Instead, we pick it all apart, RJ, of what the Cavs were doing defensively down the stretch on Jalen Brunson. But that's what it's all about in the postseason, making that play that you have to make to try to steal one on the road.
The fine line between winning and losing. Shamit sidestep. Deuce McBride seeing his first minutes, hands off to Bridges. Bridges drives on Strus and banks it home. Boy, Mikal Bridges continues his excellent shooting. He's 3 for 4. And the Knicks regain the lead after trailing by 6. Mobley guarded by Mitchell Robinson. Up top to Merrill. Dennis Schroeder. Back to Mobley behind the arc. Fakes, drives on Robinson, gets inside, and the slam. Evan Mobley with a beautiful play.
Oh, this is my favorite version of Evan Mobley. It's that balance. Yes, you can shoot threes, but it's a weapon. It's not the main thing in your arsenal.
And a heads-up play from Sam Merrill. Mitchell Robinson was ready to dunk that. Instead, Merrill picks up the foul. Now, that's his second foul, but it's going to put Robinson at the free throw line.
Well, we've seen him bully a smaller player. We've seen him knock down threes. Here he goes against Mitchell Robinson, a bigger, stronger, more athletic defender, but he uses his body, uses that left hand. Evan Mobley has every tool in his offensive bag in order to get things done.
Robinson was 2 for 8 in game one from the line. Some of the biggest cheers from the Garden crowd is if he hits a free throw. He has had some stretches during the regular season where it looked like he was starting to get a little bit consistent, but in the playoffs, he's now 13 of 38. That's 35%. He is such a game changer. This is the part of the game that has obviously bothered him. Misses a pair. Well, Merrill with the smart play.
Yeah, that's one of those ones. That's not even where they're trying to take one. That's just a great rotation by Merrill and making sure he wrapped him up so that wasn't a three-point play opportunity.
Schroeder finds some space. Bank shot won't go. Bridges grabs the board. As we approach the 2-minute mark. McBride, quick release, knocks down the three. He didn't score in game one, but had a big game in the clincher against the Sixers in the earlier round.
More than capable of stringing shots together. He wanted that as soon as he was thinking about shooting that before it even touched his hands. He wants to get himself going in this series.
Knicks is shooting 61% from the field. Brunson finds some space, three-pointer. And over the backboard. Knicks are 9 for 11 from 2 and 2 for 8 from 3. It was like the other night.
Yeah, they got off to a slow start, but one of the things I've always loved about McBride is that release is quick, and he gets elevation on that shot. So he doesn't need a lot of space, doesn't need a lot of time.
He learned that. He talked to Ray Allen a few years ago, and that's exactly what Ray Allen told him. You've got to get more elevation on your legs. And he went from being a 28% three-point shooter to being lethal. Mobley shot off the rim, Shamet the rebound. Brunson finds some space, throws it inside. That was a pass to Robinson, who was expecting a shot. Merrill drives, gets inside, reverse, he banks it home.
I like that quality in Merrill's game. We know that he's a guy that's going to hunt open three-point shots. He'll do that 1 or 2 times a game. He'll run the wing, take the advanced pass, put his head down, get to the rim, be more than just a spot-up shooter.
Under a minute to play first quarter. Mitchell guarding Brunson. Gets inside, and a foul. It's going to be the 4th team foul before the shot. Picks him up. Brunson gets inside, sidestep, spins, kicks it out. Shamet has to double clutch, gets it back inside. Shot clock winding down. Shamet can't get it to fall. But a loose ball foul. It's going to go against Strus, as he had to do something to prevent Mitchell Robinson from grabbing the rebound. But they're in the penalty now, so Robinson will go back to the line.
You take a look right here. Strus has no choice. That's a smart play. If he doesn't do that, that's going to be an easy putback for Mitchell Robinson. You know the strategy on him. You cannot let him get anything easy around the rim.
And you hear the groans as much as you hear the cheers. Mitchell Robinson's been working with the Knicks shooting coach, Peter Patton, all year. And they like the form better. They like the way his approach, the whole routine, but it's just not going in terms of percentages.
And you notice that first time he went to the line, the cheers outweighed the groans. By about the 3rd miss, the groans outweigh the cheers a little bit because they so desperately want him to make one.
0 for 4 to start. Mitchell, meanwhile, Cavs, this game's tied. Mitchell has not scored yet. That's a great sign for Cleveland. He hasn't gotten going yet. He's 0 for 3. Now drives, gets inside, kicks it out. Merrill, wide open three-pointer. And Mobley tracks down the rebound. Merrill off the bounce. Shot clock is turned off. Knicks do have a foul to give. 4 seconds to go. Mitchell, the crossover, step back, three-pointers up. It's good. Donovan Mitchell drills the 3. 7/10 of a second remaining. First points for Mitchell. And Bridges hoists it down the floor. And the first quarter comes to an end. So Mitchell just the 3 points, but a lot of help from the bigs.
A lot of help from the bigs. Everybody was wondering, would there be a hangover from the Cavs? Would they come out and compete? And you know what Donovan Mitchell did? Knocks down his first 3 to give him a 3-point lead after 1.
What did you steal?
Secrets from Steven Spielberg.
Are they human?
No. People are starved for the truth.
That truth will upend all established order across the entire world.
On June 12th.
What are you gonna do?
Full disclosure to the whole world.
The truth belongs to all of us.
3, 2, 1.
This is Disclosure Day.
Disclosure Day, rated PG-13, in theaters June 12th.
He's a man with a list. In a race against time.
You have it? Things are complicated. Complicated.
And he's not stopping.
They tell me you're the man to talk to about
cannoli.
Until they're all crossed out. John Krasinski is...
Oh, shopping. Just shopping.
Make every day feel epic in the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid.
Real cocktails, perfectly mixed. Cutwater.
There was a time when Burger King was king.
Spotted at a Burger King in Kalamazoo.
But somehow, somewhere, we just fell off. You called out our restaurant, service, and mistakes. Oh, and this guy. We needed to be better. And I'd know. I'm Tom, the president. So we fired the king and crowned you, reinvesting one restaurant, team, and Whopper at a time. Because there's a new king, and it's you.
So we're trying to get a handle here on Donovan Mitchell, what exactly he's doing. This is game one. You can see clearly he is dragging that leg. Got a little bit of a gimp as he's moving up the floor. This is what we've seen so far tonight. This is normally a play right there. He's going to get off the ground for a floater or make a more decisive play. One more time downhill. That's almost always a shot at the rim. Instead, a kick out. Keep an eye on it.
At Wingstop, it's all about flavor. Cooked fresh, made to order, every bite hits different. And the ranch, you already know, Wingstop is here.
With long-lasting battery life, Play never runs out of power. The Dell XPS.
If you have moderate to severe eczema, Dupixent can help you feel the heal. Some adults saw fast itch relief after first dose and long-lasting clearer skin at 1 year. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
It's time for tonight's Access, brought to you by Corona. Evan, after what happened in Game 1, what did you like about this first quarter response?
I think we started with energy. We just got to clean a few things up, a few turnovers, but I think we started off pretty well.
10 points for you in that first quarter. What's feeling good for you personally?
All my shots. Just playing with confidence, shooting open ones, and being attack-minded.
All right, thanks for your time. Mike?
Yep, 10 of their 27, Lisa, off to a great start. You forget, he's only 24 years old. Mobley's so talented. McBride guarded by Strus. Little fake, pulls up. Two-pointer for Deuce McBride. Alvarado in for the first time. As Mike Brown going to his bench early. Donovan Mitchell, there's that explosion, and the layup is good.
Got that one up there a little bit quicker. He took that last step, extended just enough touch to get that up over the shot blocker.
Towns has some room. Towns connects on the three. He's not been taking many three-pointers, certainly as many as he used to, as Merrill drives inside. Finds Strus. Strus off the bounce. Lost it, got it back. Shaman trying to poke it away. Can't get it. Second tip, third tip, Mobley. The left-handed tip. 4 chances at the rim. And Mobley now with 12. 2-point Cavs lead. Again, they've got Strus on Towns. Towns goes inside. Layup is good.
And I like that defensive call. You put Max Strus on him to pressure him, and now you have Evan Mobley on that backside, but Karl Anthony Towns still finding a way to finish.
But you know what? I'd like to see Mobley get up the lane a little higher on that. Karl Anthony Towns is very prone to committing offensive fouls.
Schroeder can't hit. Towns now with 12 points, 5 rebounds. Alvarado and Schroeder, 2 guys that like to irritate. McBride can't hit the 3. Schroeder comes up with it. Schroeder in his first year with the Cavaliers. Drives inside, stripped by Alvarado, off his leg, they'll go the other way.
I know Lex says he wants Evan Mobley a little bit further up. I don't know if that big fella's going to take a charge. He's more of a shot blocking big, if you know what I mean. But that is a tough finish. Evan Mobley almost gets it. But I like the Cavs defense there. But great offense always beats great defense.
Meanwhile, Jalen Tyson coming in. He did not play in game one. The second-year wing who had a really nice regular season but has not played big minutes in the playoffs. Getting important minutes here in game two.
And that was Keon Ellis in game one. They went to Jalen Tyson, a little bit bigger body defensively. I think it's what they're going for. And he's also very capable of knocking down three-point shots.
Mitchell wants him to challenge, and his head coach says, okay, let's challenge. As Mitchell, that would be his second foul if it stands. Let's take a look.
Oh,
that's going to get overturned.
Oh, that's as clean as my bald head.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis? With fewer symptoms from moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, where would you go? Imagine being a million miles away. With Tremfya, clearer skin is possible. And for adults with active psoriatic arthritis, Tremfya goes beyond the skin. Less joint pain, stiffness, and swelling is possible. And Tremfya even reduced fatigue. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Ask your doctor about Tremfya.
Welcome back to Papa John's. I'm hand stuffing this mozzarella to make our epic stuffed crust pizza.
Epic.
Epic. Hey, we're making you an epic stuffed crust pizza for $13.99.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Pronamel, clinical enamel strength, can help us to keep our enamel for a lifetime. It's backed by science. It is clinically proven to strengthen our teeth. I would recommend this toothpaste to everybody. It's really an amazing product.
I shall kill you one by one.
You can try.
A big army only means more targets.
Go out there and shoot some bad guys.
Who are you?
I am He-Man.
Don't you know who you're messing with?
Masters of the Universe, rated PG-13, only in theaters June 5th.
A Chewy pharmacy order is on the way for Homer, the homebody who only goes outside when nature calls. So Mom uses Chewy to get his flea and tick meds at a great price. Delivered fast, right to their door. For quality meds, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
I'm always one step ahead.
Another day from KFC.
Vegas Golden Knights in Colorado take on the Avalanche Friday night. Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals, 8 Eastern on ESPN. So Sean McDonough and Ray Ferraro will have all the action. And the Point will have our man Steve Levy here at tonight's game. Steve, a New York native, here with his son. You talked about your bald head. Nothing like a good head of white hair.
Oh, no, good gray hair.
You should know.
I'm excited for my Avs. Their first home loss, they're missing McCarr, but they're going to be fine in game 2.
Look at you with the analysis.
Oh, well, that's just what we do, Mike.
That's what you do. Schroeder gets away from Alvarado. Drives inside. Layup's good. And Schroeder playing for his, as the ball inbounded, playing for his 11th team in his 13 years in the NBA. Donovan Mitchell, the clear one, and they had possession. Towns gets inside. Mobley got a piece of it. Ball knocked loose, picked up by Mitchell. Evan Mobley has had a terrific start. Mitchell drives past Clarkson, former Utah teammates. Wade three-pointer. That misses. Robinson hauls that in.
But how many times have we seen Mitchell get in and then start to kick out? He's not looking to explode over the defense.
Towns misses the three. Knicks just 3 of 12. They had a really slow start in game 1 from three-point range, but then it became a weapon later on. Mitchell double. Good help from Clarkson. Tyson tries the three-pointer. Rebound knocked away by Wade, trying to save it, but he can't. And the Knicks will get it back.
And you see the Cavs, they didn't come up with that offensive rebound, but it's a storyline in this game to this point. They've got 7 offensive rebounds. That's one of the strengths of the Knicks that you thought was going to be a problem in this series. They don't have a single offensive rebound in this game, despite the fact they've already missed 9 threes, which lends itself to long offensive rebounds.
And right now, Legs, Cavs +7 on the boards overall. Wade on Towns, puts it on the floor, drives inside, and draws the foul. Shot hit the side of the backboard, but Wade's going to pick up his second personal and free throws for Karl-Anthony Towns.
Well, it is time for tonight's DraftKings Player Pulse. These two guys, big part of the headlines coming out of Game 1. DraftKings, the #1 sports book for live betting. Use promo code SPLASH when you sign up.
Well, those two players, Brunson and Mitchell, as we said in Game 1, very good friends. Mitchell, the New York native from Westchester County. As Towns' first free throw is good. Towns a great free throw shooter, and during the playoffs he's just under 90% as Anunoby checks back in. Towns has sacrificed a lot of shots. He's shooting less than 10 shots a game, but he's the leading assist man. He's had 2 triple-doubles. He's had 10 assists 3 times already in the playoffs.
Well, you think about Mike Brown coming from Golden State and kind of a hybrid of what they run there, with Draymond Green being a facilitator at the top of the key, having mismatches and finding open shooters, mainly Steph. It's a similar formula. Karl-Anthony Towns has the ability to be up there, be a playmaker, and help relieve things for Jalen Brunson.
Towns 1 for 2. Knicks are 1 of 6 from the free throw line. Again, Mitchell Robinson missed his 4. Harden back in. Towns guarding him. Merrill gets a good clean look. In and out. Here comes Bridges. Bridges gets it to go. Mikal Bridges now with 8 points. Good defense from Bridges. And got a little over-aggressive and picks up the foul. That's going to be his first. That was close to an 8-second violation.
It was close to a carry, too, Mike. It was very close.
Brunson's going to come back in. Out. Little foul for the Knicks. And we played almost 17 minutes. Harden's taking just 2 shots already in 9 minutes. Drives on Brunson, gets inside, blocked by Robinson. Out to Tyson. Merrill tries a 3-pointer. That misses. Ball knocked loose. Tyson trying to hustle. And it's going to stay on this end of the floor.
And I like this attack from James Harden. You get the smaller defender on you, you go up, and that is just an impressive block. That's that backline defense that Brunson does a good job of not fouling and allowing for their defense to come over and help.
And he also didn't release too early, RJ, where now Jared Allen is going to get that pocket pass in front of the rim. Mitchell Robinson waited as long as he had to.
Harden gets inside, layup, can't get it. Robinson the rebound, poked out of his hands. Tyson back to Harden. Robinson comes up on him. 7 on the 24. The jab step, the drive, the step back, pass inside to Allen. Shot clock winding down, and Allen fouled. That's going to be 2 on OG Anunoby. So 2 free throws off to a good start for Jared Allen. And Allen in his 6th year with the Cavs. He played his first few years in Brooklyn. And when he got traded, he said, you know, I heard a lot of rumors that I might get traded. So I was kind of prepared, but he thought he was going to get traded to Houston. It was that 14 trade that involved James Harden. And when he heard Cleveland, he's like, really, Cleveland? He said it became one of the best things that's ever happened to him. He says he talks to his wife all the time. He says, and it's not just the Cavs, being on the Cavs. He says it's the amount of friends I've made in Cleveland, the impact that he's been able to make on the community. It's been a wonderful connection between Allen and the city of Cleveland and, of course, the Cavaliers. Bridges floater. Mikal Bridges in double figures.
Mikal Bridges is on one of the great heaters you're going to see for a wing in this league. That's 52 for his last 76 from the field. Absolutely incredible.
He's close to 70% from the field. Harden's floater is good. James Harden with his second field goal. Tied at 36 midway through the second.
Bridges, you rarely see guys turn around the narrative the way he has in one postseason. As he struggled in those first 5 games of the Atlanta series, he's barely missed a shot since.
Brunson against Wade, pulls up, jump shot off the mark. Mitchell Robinson with the left hand. His offhand, he tips it in.
And we talk about touch so much time with big men. He has amazing touch when it comes down there for offensive rebounds, tipping it to himself or tipping it back in. That is not an easy skill for a big.
Merrill tries again. Merrill's had some good looks, just has not been able to knock him down. 0 for 6 from 3. Brunson goes right at him. Back up top, Anunoby. Anunoby on the drive, lefty layup. And the Knicks go up by 4.
And I feel the pain of Sam Merrill right now because for a shooter, man, as he had some good looks, he could have made a huge difference in this first half.
Harden fouled from behind by Clarkson. Clarkson wants a challenge. I don't think so, but the Knicks upset. They thought that Harden pushed off on the way. Mike Brown talking to James Williams. Our officials, Zach Zarba, James Williams, and Sean Wright. So veteran officiating tonight.
Well, again, they're pressuring up. They almost got an 8-second violation earlier in the quarter, and that's just a little frustration there by Jordan Clarkson after not getting the original push-off.
Mobley back in, and Strus also returns. Tonight's upcoming playoff schedule brought to you by Grey Goose Vodka and NBC Peacock. Tomorrow, it's game 3 as the series now shifts to San Antonio. Thunder and Spurs all tied up. And ABC Saturday, game 3 for this series. It'll be in Cleveland at an 8 o'clock start. Will it be 1-1 or will the Knicks have a 2-0 lead? Right now the Cavs down by 3, but showing no signs of a hangover from that collapse in game 1. Mitchell pushing on Bridges. Hart trying to set a screen. Mitchell fights over it. Strus fights over a screen. Brunson looking for an opening. Good help defense from Allen. Listen, terrific defense from the Cavs. Pass inside to Hart. He's got to put it up, falling away. Shot misses. Robinson tips it, but right to Harden. Harden against Brunson. Mobley drives on Robinson, gets inside, and a foul. First foul on Robinson, and first free throws for Evan Mobley.
That's a great jab step right there. On that ball reversal, Evan Mobley jabs left. And if you get a guy like Mitchell Robinson, as big as he is, to lean in that direction, very difficult to be able to shift away. Look at that jab step, and you see Mitchell Robinson's feet get turned. That means that Evan Mobley now has an opportunity to turn the corner on him and get the contact.
You know, we talk about 7-footers that have athleticism. He's 7 feet tall, and his ability to do that. And we keep saying he's only 24 years old. This is his 5th year now in the league. The 3rd pick in the draft. Cade Cunningham was number 1 that year. Jalen Green number 2. And this talented young man number 3. He impacts winning in so many different ways for this team.
No, he does. And it's also the humbleness in which he approaches the game. He's there to help his teammates. He's not focused on his touches. He's just trying to play, as they call in Cleveland, ethical basketball.
Anunoby, 2nd game back after missing a couple and being out 2 weeks with a hamstring. Jump shot, Harden with the foul. First foul on Harden.
Those are tough because you did your job. You got him to pick his dribble up. You're right there in his space. And then you go and commit this foul on the jump shot. That's good defense. You lean forward. You still have him under control. You didn't really go for the pump fake, but then the contact on the release.
Anunoby played 34 minutes the other night in the overtime game. Had 9 points in the overtime. Went to the free throw line 10 times. His offensive game has always been an excellent defender since he first came into the NBA. But the offensive game has really grown the last couple of years. Knicks shooting 54%. Cavs 35%, yet it's only a 2-point lead. Mitchell, step back, contested three. Bounce, nope. Robinson the rebound. We're seeing a lot of shots bounce high in the air and go through. Brunson thought Harden was holding him. A couple of lefties getting cantankerous. Bridges kicks it out in the corner. Hart's going to try again. That one goes down. Missed his first three, but nails that one, and the Knicks lead by 5, equaling their largest lead of the first half. Strus gets it back. Strus on the attack, leans in. They're going to wave it off. Offensive foul. Strus does not like the call. That's his second.
And Jalen Brunson is one of the best in the league at drawing offensive fouls. Sometimes it's the push-off. Sometimes it's the charge. I don't know. I think we see a lot of those every single games. It's more of a judgment call.
I think usually I'm good with it when there's more of an extension. If you look at his elbow, it almost stays at a 90-degree angle. He didn't really straighten that arm out. Jalen Brunson took the contact and then did a great job of selling that call.
Brunson was #1 in the NBA in charges drawn. Anunoby sets the screen. Now Harden picks up Brunson. Leans in, trying to draw a foul. Harden did an excellent job backing away. Brunson, by the way, he's just 1 for 5. Whistle and a foul. Only 2 points for Brunson, yet the Knicks lead by 5. Just under 3 minutes ago, second quarter, 45-40 Knicks here in game 2.
Want more playoff stats? Just ask Siri. Who leads the basketball playoffs in assists? The NBA Eastern Conference Finals, presented by Duncan, are brought to you by Star Wars, The Mandalorian and Grogu. Witness the return of Star Wars on the big screen as the feared bounty hunter and his powerful child face off against the Empire. Star Wars, The Mandalorian and Grogu, now playing in theaters and IMAX.
The summer was made for Star Wars, and Star Wars was made for IMAX.
You too could change everything.
Star Wars, The Mandalorian and Grogu, rated PG-13. Get tickets now.
Rich, smooth, creamy Haagen-Dazs. Take your sweet time. That's Daz.
Popeye's wraps are back. That crunchy tender with pickles, lettuce, and cheese, all wrapped in our buttermilk tortilla and bursting with bold Louisiana flavor for just $3.99. Pick them up today.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
We're here for those who build America. Those who believe that giving everything we've got today will pay off tomorrow, who will drive America forward for 250 years to come. If that's who you are, you value what we value, and you should pay what we pay.
Now make that guy for an ultra?
Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
fresh finds perfectly picked for you. Now and new at Target.
Are you one of the millions surprised by rising prices? Well, AT&T just raised your rates. You have rights. I'm not entirely sure what they are because I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a charming British actor. But I do know this. Right now, bring your phone to T-Mobile. They'll give you $400 plus pay off your phone up to $800 when you switch. And with T-Mobile's price guarantee on their experience plans, they won't raise the price of your rate plans for 5 years. Join T-Mobile and I guarantee you won't look back. And that's a guarantee. Am I saying guarantee too much? I feel like an actual lawyer.
From the back Eastern Conference Finals presented by Duncan. Legs.
Well, we talk about X factors all the time, and Sam Merrill is a big one for the Cleveland Cavaliers. You see that ball just rim out on him, or it's a different result in game one. And then tonight, you cannot ask for better looks if you're a spot-up shooter than the shots that Sam Merrill has gotten in this first half. 0 for 6 from the 3, but these are practice shots for a guy this good. I don't expect this to continue, but it's something to look at going forward because he can really turn this Cavs offense.
You know, when he took that shot at the end of the game, I knew it wasn't going in.
You knew what was going on? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I knew it. That was the.
Oh, is that what you were going to say? Bye-bye, folks? You knew it was out, huh?
Mitchell, meanwhile, hits the first free throw. 6 points from Mitchell. And it's back to a 3-point game. Knicks have their starting 5 back out. Brunson's trying to get free. Cavs have done an excellent job on Jalen Brunson. Just 1 of 5, 2 points. Gets inside, kicks it out in the corner. Hart wide open. Can't get it. And Anunoby on the follow couldn't get it to fall. And Mobley throws it ahead. Mobley has had an excellent first half. Bridges pokes it away, but Strus comes up with a loose ball. Finds Harden. Harden's 3. Got it.
He doesn't take too many of those off the catch. He usually likes to get into a dribble rhythm. That pass was a little bit low, and he goes into catch and shoot mode. Don't see it that often from James Harden.
That was their first 3 of the second quarter. They were 0 for 8. Harden has bounced back nicely. He's got 8 points. Josh Hart. Spin move. Oh, what a spin from Hart. Not selling for the 3. Much more comfortable spinning against the 7-footer.
And that's one of the issues when you give a player that much space. He gets a full head of steam. I understand that you don't want to guard him out there, but you could put him in a little bit better control spot.
Mobley comes up short. Anunoby the rebound. Bridges gets past Harden. Finds Hart back up top. Anunoby. Sidestep, 3-pointer straight on. It's good. His first 3-pointer. Knicks back up 5.
Welcome sight for this crowd to see OG Anunoby get into that 3. It's great patience on that pump fake and reload.
Anunoby and Mobley are both 2 players when they're on their mark. The Knicks and the Cavs go up another level. Hard, nice move, floater's good. How many times have we seen that over 17 years?
Oh, well, we wish we would have seen it in the last 7 minutes of last night, but I know the Cavs fans are loving to see it here early.
And Anunoby comes right back. Good contesting of the shot as we're under a minute to go here in the second. Harden tries again. Jared Allen trying to keep it alive. Poked it away. Bridges knocked it away from Allen. Knicks have to feel good with the lead, and Jalen Brunson only 2 points. Hart checks the seams and nails the 3. Had all the time in the world.
And this is now a conscious decision on the part of the Cavs. That's the guy that they're going to be willing to leave. He's knocked down a couple of them, but you can see the way the help rotated over.
Largest lead of the first half for the Knicks. Cavs' largest lead was also 6. Alley-oop. Allen comes down with it and puts it back up and in. Well, 14 points from Mobley. Allen with 9 points. The bigs have done good work here in the first half for the Cavs. Shot clock turned off. Hart tries again. Way off. Gets the rebound. Goes back up. And a whistle on a foul. Or is he out of bounds? Nope. It's a foul on Strus. But the hustle from Hart. Kenny Atkinson not happy at all.
And Josh Hart with a bit of a heat check. Dribble up 3. He knows. And this is the thing. Again, Jared Allen, because he's not really guarding Josh Hart, doesn't box him out. I guess I think that's the right call. That hand on his wrist right at the end. This is a free ball. Now watch Strus kind of grabbing on his arm right there. That's where the foul occurs.
Definitely. And they had the foul to give, so not in the penalty. McBride's going to come in. 1 second left. There's time to catch and shoot with 1 second. Try and get off a clean look. Hart's taken 12 shots. He's taken the most shots on the team. 2 of 7 from 3. Anunoby to Brunson. Brunson lets it fly. And the first half comes to an end. Coming up, we'll have halftime presented by Hyundai. The 2 stars not having huge offensive first half. Jalen Brunson only 2 points, 1 of 6 from the field. But the Knicks lead by 4. Evan Mobley, 14 points. He leads all scores. Cavs trying to even the series up at 1 apiece. They trail by 4. Halftime here at the Garden.
Sorry, bud. Not while I weed. Hey, who let the dogs out?
Spruce, a new weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people, pets, and bees for dead weeds in just 1 day. Spruce, pet friendly, weed deadly.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, is now available with the big crispy chicken sandwich that's so big the McDonald's McCrispy has nowhere to hide. Oh, never mind. It was hiding right there. Hey, little fella. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
People do anything to make their beer cold. Try viral hacks. Use outdoor fridges. Freezers, too. Oops. That's why the Coors Light Mountains turn blue. Because people don't just like beer. People like cold beer.
We all know the key to successful AI pilots is
making them work.
It's not making them work for all your departments. It's not connecting them to existing tech. No, it's investment. Keep spending. At some point, AI is going to help your business spend. AI is spending. What's up?
Hey, that's crazy. We work with IBM. We're scaling AI as we speak.
Right, that makes sense.
Unsubscribe, yeah?
Let's create small to business. IBM.
If you're traveling to be surrounded by nature, don't end up surrounded by hotel.
Excuse me, coming through.
Get an Airbnb and go where hotels can't.
Golden Knights Avalanche, Game 2, Friday on ESPN and the ESPN app.
I won this skydiving package on Deal Dash.
Lori won $2,000 Tiffany earrings for just $1, and Joseph won an iPad for just $6. There's millions of fast auctions, so try today at DealDash.com for $50 of free credit and your first win guaranteed.
At Operation Smile, our goal is to give a new smile for life, because a healthy smile means a happier life. It means a child can breathe easier, eat without pain, and speak without fear. It means families and communities can feel hope and thrive. By bringing people access to locally trained surgeons, nurses, and specialists, we can give more children a new smile for a new life. Scan or go online to learn more.
It's fun for me to win on the course, but it's even more fun to win on Deal Dash.
Lori won $2,000 Tiffany earrings for just $1, and Joseph won an iPad for just $6. There's millions of fast auctions, so try today at DealDash.com for $50 of free credit and your first win guaranteed.
24 minutes in the books in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals here on ESPN. Jalen Brunson, 2 points on 1 of 6. Josh Hart got 12 in the first half, and it's the Knicks with a 53-49 lead. It's NBA halftime. It's presented by Hyundai. Studio J here in Atlanta. Ernie Johnson, the Shaq, with Kenny, with Chuck. Closer than you thought it would be?
Yes, the Cavs have answered the bell. They have answered the bell. I think they can make their life easy if they play inside and out. Because you see Mobley and Allen have the huge advantage. That will free up Donovan and James instead of them trying to go one-on-one, get their own shot. But they got no answers for Mobley and Allen. They're just too big for these guys. They're killing them on the perimeter. They're killing them on the boards. But the Cavs aren't playing smart. They can't guard this dude. And they can't guard Allen either because OG is just too light in the cake, see too little. Not too light in the cake. Yeah, no, he's not big enough. I don't care how much you weigh. If you light in the cakes, you light in the cakes. But light in the cakes would mean...
You've never been described as light in the cakes, have you?
I've been told I had a great cakes.
Excuse me, TK, could you bail us out of where this conversation is going?
By whom? It all depends it depends by whom.
Yes.
That's all it does.
Epic moment presented by Hyundai. Tough finish to game one for Donovan Mitchell and James Harden. First half of this one, 19 points on 6 of 14. And Cleveland's in it, down 53-49. We've talked about the fact that Jalen Brunson has not had much in the first half, just 1 out of 6 for 2 points, but Mikal Bridges continues his good play. First 5 games of the playoffs, averaging 7. Last 7 games has been like 20.
Last 20 and last 7 games, he's also shooting 68%. This is why I'm high on the others, because sometimes as a superstar, you just don't have who's going to step up. Josh Hart has 12, and Mikal Bridges playing excellent ball right there. Could have took the 3, like Kenny said, nice move, went to the vein right here. He's feeling it, Arnie.
Oh, he's coming at you.
1-2 step, he's coming at him. Shooting 68%, playing great. He's stepping up, he's holding the floor down until Mr. Jalen Brunson comes to life. That's what you have to do, especially at home. We all know that the others are more comfortable at home, and Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges keeping them in the game. I don't expect Mr. Brunson to have 2 points in the second half.
Hart's got 12, Bridges has 10, Cat's got 13. We talked in the pregame show a lot, Kenny, about the James Harden situation and the defense on the defensive side.
On the defensive side, and it's a New York fest in the back with Marcel and Fabian. They're working. Yeah, they're just too much in New York. But they're all. Why are you guys ready to run? I'm not running today. I'm not running, man. It's not running.
You know what? I can always tell when you're going to run.
I'm not going to run. I'm not going to run.
Okay.
I'm not going to the board. So what happens is if we could.
All right. Thanks. 2 nights in a row.
And I couldn't run. I ain't gonna lose the whole playoffs to you and Shaq. My wife is
my wife. I won the other night.
Exactly right. The one thing that you want to also see is this: if this is what I was paying attention to, Ernie, and we were talking about in the pregame, and I was saying that you have to have James Harden switch. You can't always just leave him out there on some island. No, I'm not going. You can't leave him out on an island. So right here, when freeze it here, there's no reason that he should be guarding Karl Anthony Towns. So what happens is they say, oh, we're going to put him on Karl Anthony Towns because that pick and roll was early. So as you go, so now Karl Anthony Towns just says, no, I'm just going to go to the mid post and I'm just going to drive right by him and I'm going to get to the rim and I'm going to challenge, and that should have been an and one. But then again, this is the last part of the half. And this is what they're going to see a lot of, the last part of the half. So freeze it here. When Brunson has it, they're saying, we're going to put James Harden on Anunoby, and that's what they've done. They said he is cleared out and usually in the spot corner, so it'll be difficult to run him all the way up to the front of the end of a play or end of a quarters, and now they come in and we're going to freeze it again. And I said, we're going to make who? Josh Hart beat us. And that's what the Cleveland's made the adjustment. And they say, Josh Hart, you're going to have to be a star. Mikal Bridges, you're going to have to be a star tonight. And that has been the difference between the defensive assignments of James Harden.
Josh Hart averaging 13 a game. He's got 12 in the first half. Paging Audio Bobby.
Yes, indeed.
Chet is holding all kind of machinery here.
There you go.
Yeah.
Man, look, man.
Chuck got cakes as character.
I feel for you. It all depends on where it was set at. Was it when you made that jail stint? Is that when they were said, yeah?
Okay.
the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid.
$10 for a large, $10 for any 3 toppings, $10 for your choice of hot crust. Like our new garlic parm hand tossed. Because there's crust, and then there's hut crust. The crust you crave, only $10. Order in the Pizza Hut app.
I'm a 200-year-old elm, and while I might be holding up on the outside, on the inside, I'm dead. Oh man, it feels good to just let go. And if you don't have the right home coverage, well, this could break your bank. Switch to Allstate, and you can save hundreds. Put it on my tab. I'll show myself out.
Money flows to me easily and effortlessly.
Money flows to me easily and effortlessly.
I have a wealthy aura.
I have a wealthy aura.
Money flows to me easily and effortlessly.
With Ally, you get your paycheck up to 2 days early. Because life today doesn't wait for someday. Or payday. Ally, do it right.
With hotels and vacation rentals, Booking.com has something for everyone.
She sells. You got anything more boutique?
Oui, right this way.
Yeah, we're talking.
What about something more family friendly?
Maybe a resort with a water park?
Or somewhere less family friendly?
Yep, one Vegas hotel for the bride-to-be.
What if we hate everything?
We have free cancellation. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, Booking.com.
So how did these strangers end up fast friends? They were +1s to a high school reunion. Not fun. But then someone pulled out the BetMGM app. They bonded over betting stories and made a break for it. Make it a bet that turns into a bond. BetMGM Sportsbook. Make it legendary.
NBA Halftime is presented by the all-new Hyundai Palisade. Visit HyundaiUSA.com.
For a life like no other, you need a card like no other. One that lands you in the quiet comfort of the largest global airport lounge network and lets you savor every bite with dining benefits at over 10,000 U.S. Resi restaurants. A card that unlocks unique experiences worldwide for a night you'll talk about forever. There's nothing like platinum.
You used to be. I know who I used to be. I know who I am now. Because with no power, there's no responsibility.
Caitlin, you know State Farm sees everything, so you get coverage that fits your life and budget.
You mentioned.
I see everything too, like the shot clock looking down on me.
Well, he does know math.
Okay, that is cool.
Being a pro doesn't start under the lights. It starts in the kitchen, where factor chefs move like point guards, reading heat and timing every pass. And dietitians dial in balance, the way coaches fine-tune plays. Because what you put in is what you get out. And what you eat, that's where it starts. Factor, eat like a pro.
Stream Clash in Italy May 31st on the ESPN app with the ESPN Unlimited plan.
There's news. And there's good news. Like thousands of patients receiving free, life-changing surgeries from volunteer doctors and nurses on hospital ships, all made possible by kindness. We love good news.
If sitting hurts, it's not just age, it's your chair. Most chairs push on your lower back with a lumbar support, but that's not how your spine actually stabilizes. It's time to fix your sit with Anthros. Our precision posture system has 2 unique supports for restoring your natural S-curve and reducing disc pressure by up to 40%. Try Anthros for 60 days risk-free. If your body doesn't feel the difference, your money back. It's time to fix your sit at anthros.com.
This is the way. Thank you.
Been in a few battles, huh?
You could say that.
Same.
Popcorn! Dad, we should get some popcorn.
Definitely. We'll go in a second.
At the next timeout, kid.
Popcorn! Popcorn right over here!
Nice assist.
Rated PG-13.
Time now. Impact pairings delivered by Papa John's.
Hey, yo. Stay on your side, player. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. That's a bad man. Get over. Your heart racing, guys. Your heart about to beat out your chest.
The offensive rebounding in favor of the Cavs. That's been huge. And again, Jalen Brunson, only 2 points for the Knicks in that first half. Welcome you back here. Richard Jefferson, Tim Legler, Lisa Salters, Mike Green. The Brunson, is it something new that the Cavs are doing?
They're definitely giving him more traffic. They're not going to allow him to have any space in a one-on-one situation. They're shading to that side of the floor. Now, it's led to some open three-point looks, but Jalen Brunson definitely is seeing a different look in terms of bodies.
Some really good defense there from Bridges, but Mobley finds it. Allen inside, lays it up and in. Boy, they handle that double team beautifully.
And RJ, they're so good when they get it into the pocket, and then they got the high-low action with those 2 bigs. It's such an advantage.
Well, and then that's what the Knicks are trying to take away. They're either going high hands, low hands, in that angle to avoid that pocket pass.
Brunson gets free for a moment, drives on Harden, goes inside, shuffle pass, hard shot blocked inside. Jared Allen right there.
You can't do that better if you're Jared Allen. One, he steps up on the penetration and then turns and meets the slash at the rim and gets a piece of that.
Mobley drives on Karl Anthony Towns. Good job from Towns. Towns probably playing the best defense of his career consistently this season. Harden finds some room, can't get it. Towns the rebound. Dangerous pass, but somehow finds a way. Bridges. Good. Bridges sprinting up the floor, back defensively. Mitchell finds some space. We got a piece of it. And it's going to be Cavs ball.
Well, I think Mitchell got fouled on that last play, but watch Mitchell here running through, taking out Mike Brown. Just saying hello to the opposing head coach. But on that last play right there, Mitchell doesn't have the same elevation. He might have got fouled on there, but when you're elevating 6-7 inches, that foul is easier to see and it becomes more prominent.
Mike Brown, of course, former Cavs coach 2 different times. Second winningest Cavs coach of all time, behind Lenny Wilkins. He's won more playoff games than anyone. Mitchell floats it up. Nice soft touch from Donovan Mitchell. And he's got now 9 points.
He does that so well. You know, he takes that basketball over the top of one defender and then able to get that short little push shot, one of his favorites.
Towns and Mobley, very intriguing matchup. And a foul is going to be called on Donovan Mitchell as we check in with Lisa.
Hey, Mike. Well, I spoke to Kenny Atkinson coming out of the locker room, and he said that he liked where they are, considering all the shots that they've missed. So that's when I asked him about Sam Merrill, 0 for 6 from 3 in the first half with some really good looks. And he said his advice to Sam in the locker room was shoot another 6. Just keep shooting. And I did ask him again about Donovan Mitchell. I mentioned that you guys have said a couple of times in this broadcast that he doesn't look like he's exploding in the paint. And Atkinson said that Donovan has not said anything to him, but he said, I am seeing the same thing. Mike?
Thank you, Lisa. Brunson, long three-pointer. He has not had many clean looks. That's his first 3. And the Knicks back up by 3. Harden comes right back, goes at Bridges, kicks it out. Mitchell tries to answer.
Ball deflected. Towns comes up with it. Throws it ahead to Brunson. Beautiful advance pass, and Hart running the floor. The beneficiary. Mitchell back the other way. The spin move. Shot no good. And Towns hauls in his 9th rebound. Towns, one of the best rebounders in the NBA. Regular season, postseason. Lost the handle. Hart gets it back. And a dangerous pass. Towns drives on Harden. Finds Hart. Brunson fires another three. And the rebound goes to Harden.
Well, and look, last game, it was a slow first half for both teams from three.
And a foul there. Mitchell lost the ball and then fouled Towns.
Well, Legs, and you remember, the team that got going from three first is the one that took the advantage. It's going to be the same thing here in this second half. And then Donovan Mitchell getting in that paint, gets tripped up by Josh Hart. And ultimately, that's what led to the turnover.
3 fouls now on Mitchell. Dean Wade has been, when he's out there, the main defender on Jalen Brunson.
That's their preferred guy. They just like the fact that he's a little bit bigger. He can chase over the screen, and he can get a hand up a little bit better on the mid.
It in. Timeout, Cavs, largest lead of the game.
NBA Eastern Conference Finals, presented by Duncan, are brought to you by Google.
Welcome back to Papa John's. I'm hand stuffing this mozzarella to make our epic stuffed crust pizza.
Epic.
Epic. Hey. We're making you an epic stuffed crust pizza for $13.99. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
How'd you sleep? Tell you how I slept. With someone's paw on my face. I'm not gonna say whose paw. Your paw. It was your paw.
Fresh Pet. Healthy meat and veggies, no preservatives.
Wake me in an hour.
It's better food for your better half.
New Snackables by Lunchables just dropped. Made with natural cheese. The snack game just leveled up. Mini and poppable. Step up your snack. New Snackables by Lunchables.
Let's take a picture. Let's take a picture for them. Everybody get. I'll get this guy. Fit everyone in with iPhone 17 Pro. And stay connected with AT&T. They made it. We got this, guys. Come on. Get iPhone 17 Pro on us with iPhone trade-in. Any condition.
No pain, no gain? No thanks. Real strength isn't taking the pain, it's treating it. When there's no pain, there's more gain. Advil Liquid Gels target pain caused by inflammation for fast, strong relief. Advil, that's real strength.
While our nation's best are giving their blood, sweat, and tears on the pitch, we'll be sweating right along with them.
Who will drive America forward for 250 years to come. If that's who you are, you will
not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
It's time for tonight's Google Search Deep Dive. How different are in-game versus between-game adjustments during the NBA playoffs? And we'll ask our Richard Jefferson and Tim Legler that question. I'm gonna regret saying this, but that's a great jacket.
Honestly, most days I'm humble. Today's not one of them.
Normally I don't like him this close to me. That is soft.
Oh,
you can touch it.
How about the Google question?
Oh, we'll get to that in a second.
This is our only shot of the half to be on camera. We're just going to take advantage of that.
Yeah, hi, Mom. I gotta say hi.
Well, if you want to dive deeper into this or anything about Richard's wardrobe or any NBA playoff topics, ask AI mode in Google search.
But to answer that question, look, they're entirely different. I think the in-game adjustment's far more important because you're going to have to make those in a split second and impact winning based on the other team's adjustments.
Anunoby, good tough rebound in traffic. Bridges gets away from Mitchell, pulls up, baseline jumper. Can't get it. Hart tips it, but right to Wade. 9-point advantage for the Knicks. Wade, catch, shoot. Can't get it. Bridges another rebound. Brunson does have 6 assists. Gets inside, drives, slips it up with the right hand, and gets to the fall. Brunson now 7 of his 9 points here in the third.
And you can even see on that, Donovan Mitchell was supposed to go over there and provide more traffic, but he did not go over there the type of hurry that you need to, and Jalen Brunson able to just step through to the rim.
Jarrett Allen can't get it. Short gets his own rebound. Gathers, tries again, draws the foul. Knicks immediately signaling a challenge. Good effort from Allen. He's going to shoot 2.
And you remember, Mike, you said what was going on with Brunson. It's this additional traffic they're sending his way. So when they get the switch, you know Brunson.
Gilgeous-Alexander, it's their elite footwork in traffic that allows them to find that sliver of space.
Allen misses both.
Well, you knew they weren't going to keep Brunson bottled up the entire night. 2 points at halftime. Aggressive here to start and finding space.
Looking for space here. Kicks it out. Hart. Hart again, wide open 3 and gets it again. That's his 3rd three-pointer. A 14-0 run for the Knicks. Knicks talked about how hard, after struggling from 3 in game 1, spent all day yesterday working on a shot.
If you're the Cavs, this is that moment. Show us who you are.
Strus can't get it. Towns tips it and grabs it. Outlet Brunson. And a foul call on Strus. 4 fouls on Max Strus. Mitchell right now on the bench.
And when you know that they are shading towards Brunson, for Josh Hart, he knows he can shoot him with confidence. This is what's expected of him.
And the crowd, as you can hear, very much into it. Close first half. Knicks trying to create some space. Brunson can't get it. And Allen goes high for the rebound. And a loose ball foul on Josh Hart. Jarrett Allen just bumps into one of our cameramen, our guy Victor, and says, "Are you okay?" Not a lot of guys do that. You know Jarrett Allen does it.
Jarrett Allen's one of those guys. He wants to make sure everybody's okay. The other team, his team, everyone in the building. Jarrett Allen just one of those guys that has that type of energy.
So does Victor Smith, our cameraman.
Biggest story right now for the Cavs. Their three-point shooting is failing their offense because they are getting great looks.
Merrill tries a 2. Good defense from Towns. Shot clock at 5. Merrill fires away a 3. Can't get it to fall. Ball batted around. Brunson comes away. Brunson to Hart. Hart to the rim. Foul from behind. And free throws for the Knicks. And Hart grabs his right leg. A pretty strong limp from Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson just said to him, "Come on, walk it off."
Take a look here, and this is all a result of the Knicks playing faster here to start this half. You see that ankle roll right there, and even rolls a little bit on the landing as well. Josh Hart earned this trip.
That first one was a tough one on the foot of Harden. And his podcast partner, they've got that podcast roommates.
Are they still roommates?
Telling him, get up and get over to the free throw line. Hart is the game's leading scorer, has 18 points. And he was not upset's the wrong word, but he wasn't happy that he had to sit in most of the fourth quarter and overtime. He loves being out there at crunch time. That's when he's at his best usually. Well, his three-point shooting was struggling.
It was his three-point shooting. Overall, they needed more offense. And I think that's why he's coming out with such aggression. He's out there battling to continue to be on that floor in crunch time.
Ball knocked out of bounds. But he said afterwards, he goes, "Listen, I'm not happy about it, but I'll put team success over my own success any day."
And to Mike Brown's credit, the button he pushed with Landry Shamet was the right button because he came in and made a couple of critical shots for the Knicks down the stretch.
Knocked out of bounds. Knicks have 8 to shoot. They're on a 15-0 run. Of course, they went on that 18-1 run in the fourth quarter in game one. Wound up being 44-11. Hart left open. Hart puts it in. Josh Hart on fire from outside, and it's an 18-point lead.
All right, RJ, there's a difference between not rotating to a guy and giving a guy this much time who's already knocked down 3 prior to that shot.
Harden picks up his dribble. Strus strides, goes inside, finds Jared Allen, fumbles a bit, shot clock at 5. Harden, cross-court Wade, corner Strus, three-pointer, it's good. And that's a big bucket as the Cavs needed to stop the bleeding. Strus staying out there with the 4 fouls. That's their first points in 5.5 minutes. Hart now 21 points, 4 of 9 from 3. Towns and Strus. Towns spins, shot blocked by Allen. Jared Allen, another rejection. That's his second block. Harden gets inside, off balance, can't get it. Allen's tip is good.
Man, both ends there for Jared Allen. First of all, he had that spin by Cat lined up the entire time, coming from the weak side, and then runs the floor to get that tip in. Cavs right now fighting back.
And they need Jared Allen. Kenny Atkinson and his team down by as many as 18, but fighting back again. Mike Brown calls timeout.
And then you got Karl-Anthony Towns going against the smaller Strus, but you can always count on your teammate to be there when you need him. And then on the other end, Jared Allen getting the tip in, trying to slow this Knicks team down.
Companies everywhere bought into AI. Problem is, nothing works together.
That was not me.
Only the ServiceNow AI platform breaks down the walls. It integrates anything, any workflow.
Any data source. And with the AI Control Tower, we can finally manage all our AI.
The ServiceNow AI platform lets you connect and control everything to put AI to work for your people. Take a seat, Nick. On a chair.
Easiest if everybody just moves down one? No, okay.
At Wingstop, it's all about flavor. Cooked fresh, made to order. Every bite hits different. And the ranch, you already know, Wingstop is here.
People think you're good at something, or you're not. But really, you set a goal, and you show up. You let yourself be bad at it. And then one day, you're like, I can do this now. So start how you can.
Old banks hit you with big fees. Not Chime. You bank fee-free and build your credit. And now,
you get 5% cash back on any category you choose, like restaurants.
And delivery.
Or gas. Or groceries.
Even monthly bills and streaming services. Park it in a high-yield savings account. And voila, we're on vacation, and that gets cash back too.
Is that John Cena?
Don't bank the old way!
Chime is America's #1 choice for banking.
Save during markdowns for miles at AutoZone. Go farther with markdowns on your next oil change. Drive clearer with markdowns on Rain-X products and many more deals during markdowns for miles at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
We were made for Huli, made to bring her joy. Because when a scary tumor threatened her story, we became her magic. Every nut and bolt became special. Each hand and tool dedicated to one quest, erasing that tumor and keeping her story alive. Because we were made for Huli.
Some men just have it. It's not the car, the places he goes, or the moments he creates for her. It's the way he carries himself, the way he shows up, and doesn't need to say a word. She can sense it. It's not second guessing. It's knowing. I've arrived. Collars & Co. Presence starts here. Get 20% off today using code TV at collarsandco.com.
Let's check out who's pressure tested, brought to you by Nissan. Another offensive run by the Knicks here in the third. Richard, what's been the difference?
Well, to me, when I look at this Knicks defense, they're just putting so much pressure. The Cavs can't get any help from their bench. Right now, their bench is 1 for 12 from 3 and 3 for 18 from the field.
Schroeder, Merrill, Strus, Mitchell, and Mobley out there right now for Cleveland. Brunson, there's a double team. Deuce McBride catches, fires, can't hit. Fight for the rebound. Strus tips it. Out of bounds. Knicks ball. We'll get 14 on the shot clock. See, that's the intangibles of Josh Hart. He couldn't get the rebound, but he made it difficult for Strus to control. McBride gets free. Mitchell, though, right on top of him. Shot clock at 6. Brunson kicks it out in the corner. Hart, another three. It's gone. Josh Hart lighting it up from long distance.
You got to give him all the credit in the world. He's ready for that moment, knowing that they're leaving him, and that's 5 of them now. The Cavs have to adjust.
And Hart with the steal. Kicks it out to Brunson. 3.5 remaining here in the third. Brunson the drive, gets inside, bank shot, can't get it. Fight for the rebound, Hart. Towns, three-pointer. McBride comes up with a rebound. Him and Strus have it. And a jump ball. The aggressiveness of the Knicks on the boards now.
Well, and there's not even 50-50 balls anymore. Right now, the Knicks are getting all of these extra possessions. And to your point, Legs, Josh Hart is ready. These are open, uncontested shots for Josh Hart, and he's knocking them down.
RJ, you could knock that shot right down right now with that felt jacket on.
Oh, and probably, but I don't know if I could go 5 for 10 the way Josh Hart is right now, though.
Those are just too much space. You dare him a couple early, but now it's at the point you've got to now treat him like a three-point shooter that's hot.
The ball last touched by Mobley. It's Knicks ball. Hart, by the way, the 24 points ties his playoff career high. 24 points in 25 minutes. Brunson looking close to a 5-second count. Hart pulls back. He wants to shoot another three. Finds Towns. Towns down low. Across the lane. Layup's good. Knicks dominating here in the third.
How good has Karl-Anthony Towns been in this game as a dual threat, scoring for the perimeter, the post play, and as always in double digits now and rebounds with 11.
Foul on McBride. First foul on McBride, and for the Knicks, the third team foul.
Got Strus on him, and he glances, and he knows the only shot blocker is Mobley, and Mobley's out on the perimeter. Just turn into the middle. You get whatever you want if you're Towns with that size advantage.
Under 3 minutes to go here in the third. Mitchell drives, goes inside. The floater's up and good. The third quarter was key for Cleveland in game 1. And the collapse happened in the fourth quarter. Brunson tells Hart clear out. Mobley, though, lurking. Brunson up top, McBride. Swing it to Hart. Thought about it. Now drives. Hart gets inside. Blocked by Mobley. Ball still loose. Merrill with a nice save. Here comes Schroeder. And Hart commits the foul. That's going to be his third. And the 4th-team foul. Well, game 3 of the Western Conference Finals tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern on NBC and Peacock. Thunder and Spurs all tied up at 1 game apiece. As the series now in San Antonio, Texas for the next 2 games. What a series that's been. A couple of key players a little banged up.
That finish.
Wait, though. You said that's only the second best
I asked
of the
you,
postseason.
I said, is the dunk from the Orlando series
Kane over Duran.
Over Duran, or that one?
I'm going with that.
That one, there was some ferocity to that one.
Shamet checks in. Clarkson's in. There's Mitchell. Clarkson stops him, but Mitchell calmly sets up, knocks down the three. Well, as we've seen throughout the playoffs and certainly in this series already. There's no such thing as an insurmountable lead. 13-point game, 2 minutes to play third quarter. Jalen Brunson has 9 assists. Brunson gets inside, stopped up top McBride. Shot clock winding down. McBride's going to have to shoot it. Kicks it out Towns, step back jumper. Got it. Karl Anthony Towns, 18 points, 11 boards. Mitchell goes to the rim, blocked by Towns, but a goaltend. Hit the backboard first. Count 2 from Mitchell, who now has 16. McBride racing up the floor. Cavs get back. Clarkson finds some room, gets inside, lays it up and in. No one there to help.
That's just a total breakdown by the Cavs defensively. First, you give him the angle on the drive if you're Strus, and there's absolutely nothing coming to help him at the rim as everybody was lifted foul line and above. See right here. See Mobley, shooter's got his head turned. Sam Merrill is all the way in the opposite corner.
But Strus has to square up.
No question.
It's a delayed transition. You got to square up in that moment. That's on nobody but you.
No doubt.
First free throws of the night for Strus. Time for an exclusive NBA 2K26 locker code. Redeem this code to claim your free Splash Zone My Team pack, available for a limited time. Ball over everything. Karl Anthony Towns gets an ovation as he sits down. The crowd outside giving him an ovation as well. These watch parties throughout the league have been tremendous.
Well, if you have an opportunity to come and be a part of that crew, be a part of the crowd, there's just an energy that you want to be a part of, and it's just so much fun for all the NBA fans.
Knicks have outscored the Cavs 28-18 here in this third period. Brunson and Mitchell. There comes the double team. Brunson looking, finds Clarkson. Shot clock at 4. Back to Brunson. On the drive, throws it up, and Robinson with the flush. 10 assists now for Jalen Brunson. Lead back to 16. Mitchell gets free. Mitchell, quick spin move. Throws it cross court. Merrill fouled. Shot, no good. And Sam Merrill will go to the line for 2.
And you know, in this last possession defensively, Jalen Brunson accepts that trap, moves the basketball, but then the Cavs allow him to get it back where he can now turn the corner, get into the lane. Really puts Evan Mobley in a tough spot. He wants to step up, but you've got Mitchell Robinson along the baseline. If you're going to commit to the trap and force him to give it up, keep it out of his hands the second time if you're the Cavs.
It's been a rough shooting night from Merrill, who's been such a terrific player for them this year. Just 1 of 8, misses the free throw. Merrill, who was born in Utah, played at Utah State for 4 years. He was a huge Jazz fan. He went to Donovan Mitchell's first game in the NBA in Salt Lake City.
Well, look, Donovan Mitchell is an absolute legend in Utah. But when we talk about a hangover, I don't think the Cavs team has a hangover, but for Merrill to be such an elite shooter, it seems like he's hanging his head a little too much as Jordan Clarkson knocks down that floater.
Yeah, I agree. You've seen him be a little bit demonstrative when he's missed shots. Typically, you want to be stoic and just wait for the next one, but maybe it's starting to get into his head a little bit, and he's so important to this offense.
All right, look at that ball denial from Landry Shamet trying to fight over the screen, but Mitchell gets away. Euro step, count it. Gorgeous play from Donovan Mitchell. He's got 18 points. Shot clock turned off. No fouls to give. Fans getting on their feet in what has been a big third quarter for the Knicks. Brunson, Clarkson. And a travel. Had nowhere to go. Well defended. Clarkson with the Euro 2-step.
It was a Euro 3-step. But again, Donovan Mitchell, this is the first time that we've seen him really trust that downhill movement. Before, it's been a hop step kick out. It looks like he's starting to feel more comfortable trusting his body a little bit more frequently.
OG Anunoby in for the defense. Inside, Mobley, back shooter, three-pointer of the buzzer. And that will end the third, one that featured an 18-0 run for the Knicks. as they outscore the Scabs 32-21. Trying to take a 2-0 lead in this Eastern Conference final. We head to the fourth quarter here at Madison Square Garden. Josh Hart has been the hero for the Knicks tonight. They lead by 15.
Said I can't go on, not in this way.
New plan. Hey Google, what's the fastest way to the pier?
If your child has moderate to severe eczema, they can stay ahead of it with Dupixent for clearer skin and noticeably less itch. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your child's doctor about Dupixent, approved to treat kids as young as 6 months.
I love you.
Don't say it. Feed him. Here, eat more.
What?
I can feel myself changing. I barely recognize myself. I've become my auntie. And I like it. Have you eaten yet?
Just gotta pay myself. Nice. Hi, I'm you, with more gusto. My hair's growing back. Team's digging a new flow. It's just me. Correction. Team of 7. We're growing, Mikey. Get payroll that grows with you. It's beautiful.
Let's check out tonight's Fly Better Moments, brought to you by Emirates Legs.
Well, Josh Hart is one of the most valuable Knicks for a lot of reasons. And tonight, he's reminding people that he shot a career-high 41% from the three-point line this season. The Cavs are leaving him. Josh Hart making him pay 24 points.
Play for the Ultras. Saved by the bellboy.
Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
Oh, look, I'm bottomless. Just like bottomless apps for $9.99 at Buffalo Wild Wings. That's right, you can get bottomless mop sticks, fried pickles, and so much more for you and all your bottomless friends. Bottomless apps for $9.99 only at B-Dubs.
So I got this friend who said T-Mobile's network used to suck. His words.
But things change. It turns out that now T-Mobile has the best network by like a lot. Hey dude, you won't believe where I am.
Popeye's wraps are back. That crunchy tender with pickles, lettuce, and cheese, all wrapped in our buttermilk tortilla and bursting with bold Louisiana flavor for just $3.99. Pick them up today.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Welcome back to the Eastern Conference Finals presented by Duncan Cat. An 18-0 run broke things open for you guys in that third quarter. Just what ignited that?
Defense. Play some defense. And we got some good transition points and made us get to sleep.
Josh Hart, he didn't play much in the fourth quarter or overtime of game one. Said he didn't really like it, but he would do whatever for the team. What is Josh Hart showing you tonight?
Sacrifice. He'll do whatever it takes for our team to win, and that's why he's so special to us.
All right, thank you, Cat, for your time. Mike.
All right, Lisa. Towns can't get it to fall. He falls. Tyson back in. Jalen Tyson getting some time again. Played a little in the first half after not playing game one. Foul on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his second. Schroeder out there as well with Merrill. And the two starters on the floor right now for the Cavs, Mitchell and Mobley. Alvarado, Shamet, McBride off the bench right now for the Knicks.
Well, and you just wonder for the Cavs, who's going to be that first? Who's going to give them that extra lift? Their bench is 3 for 19 from the field, and a lot of these shots are three-point shots. That's what helps open up the floor for the bigs, for Donovan, for James. If they don't get contributions from this bench, I think this fourth quarter is going to be a long one.
So free throws for Mitchell. The foul is on Landry Shamet. Mitchell 2 for 2 from line, 18 points. He leads them in scoring. We've got 4 starters in double figures, but shooting just 39% from the field, 29% from three-point range. Tonight's upcoming playoff schedule brought to you by Mazda. Game 3 Saturday in Cleveland on ABC. Game 4 Monday in Cleveland on ESPN. And then it goes 1-1-1 the rest of the way. NBA format, of course, 2-2-1-1-1 is Mitchell with his second free throw.
Legs, if you're the Cavs right now, what is it that you want to do? Again, you believe that you can come back. Your three-point shot hasn't been hit, but even regardless of what's going on right now, you want to start building momentum.
Listen, if they don't get some contributions out of their role players in terms of the three-point shooting, it's going to be very difficult for them to have enough offense to win this game because of the way they load up on Donovan Mitchell. But right now, they've got to lock in defensively with Brunson off the floor.
Now the Cavs have it back to a dozen, and still almost an entire quarter to play. Hart drives on Tyson, kicks it out. Alvarado, three-pointer. That won't go. Tyson grabs the rebound. Tyson plays with so much energy and can be a tenacious defender. Mitchell, Tyson, also not afraid to shoot. Three-pointer short. Shamet tracks it down. Shamet had that big game, especially at the end, coming off the bench in game 1. He was told before the game, you're probably not going to play, by Mike Brown, and he's glad he put him in. Shot clock winding down. Towns a step back. Shamet back to Towns. Pick it out, McBride. Quick release on the three, won't go. And a loose ball foul is going to be called on Tyson. First foul on Tyson.
Well, you know, if Tyson and Josh Hart are going to collide on the board, just some hand-to-hand combat down there. Both of these guys wrap each other up. Call goes against Tyson on that one.
You like that call right there?
I mean, Josh did grab him first, but ultimately,
I asked you a question, Legs.
Hart, a three-pointer. And McBride, the follow. Bank shot won't go. Mobley has it. Mitchell will bring it up. Still 10 minutes remaining. 12-point game. Mitchell to Merrill. And Merrill fouled by McBride. McBride trying to say Merrill grabbed his arm first. McBride his second foul. 2 team fouls. And they're going to call it the act of shooting.
And I tell you what, if you're Mike Brown, it's the last thing you want to see. That's why he's got his hands on his head right now, because you're giving the Cavs freebies here. Mitchell gets fouled on a three. Their best scorer goes to the line and sees the ball go in 3 times. And now Sam Merrill, a guy that has really struggled with open shooting, has an opportunity to get a couple of free throws. And we all know that can unlock a shooter.
Merrill had 12 points off the bench in game 1. Hit 3 threes, was almost a hero at the end of regulation. Remember game 7 against Detroit, he had 23 points in 25 minutes. And they talk about it being the Sam Merrill game as Brunson and Bridges will return. And this is a much earlier check-in than they normally do.
I think it's because this lead could potentially be cut to 10 right here. I think Mike Brown saw a 15-point lead. You know, he's thinking maybe that's somewhere in that, 14 to 18-point range. You can buy a little bit more time for Jalen Brunson. He does not like to see, well, it's 11 as Merrill misses the second one, but that's why Mike Brown went back to Brunson.
Merrill putting pressure on McBride. McBride goes at him. Well defended. McBride gets his own rebound. Was it touched by anybody? McBride will bring it out again. Shot clock that obviously not reset. McBride fires away. Can't hit the three. And Mitchell snatches the rebound. A lot of contact on that play as Mitchell drives into Shamet. And a blocking foul called on Landry Shamet. The Knicks piling up the fouls here in this fourth quarter. That's their 14th foul already.
And the next one they're going to be shooting. But watch this screen by Brunson. Put Sam Merrill on earth. And then here, Donovan Mitchell. I don't know if that's a block right there. I think that's pretty good defense there by Landry Shamet.
Shamet's 4th foul in 11 minutes. McBride will sit down. Clarkson in. Now, the Knicks through 3 quarters, they shot 54% from the field. They're 0 for 7 here in the 4th. Mitchell somehow threads the needle, gets it to Schroeder. Mobley was open, they didn't see him. He's got Brunson on him. Schroeder trying to get to him. Brunson doing a good job fronting. Mitchell comes free. Shot clock at 4. Mitchell, jumper, shot off the mark. And a loose ball foul call against Jordan Clarkson. And they're in the penalty with 9:19 remaining. Clarkson wants to see the replay, but free throws.
They're fortunate here, the Cavs, because Mobley had position, could not get that entry pass. And there you see Clarkson grabbing hold of Tyson.
Brown did not like the call. Tyson, he's played 15 games now off the bench, only averaging about 30 minutes per game. During the regular season, he was 4th in the NBA in three-point percentage, shot 45%, started 42 games and averaged 13 points per game. Plays with great energy as Harden comes back in.
But for a guy like Tyson, it's, sometimes it was when guys were out, when they were banged up. And so now he's back, and it's how can you impact the game in this new role? You might be shooting less, but that also means that you got to play more defense. You got to rebound more. It's not always going to be the same role as the season goes on.
Minutes cut dramatically after the injured players came back. He did have a 39-point game. He scored 20 or more 8 times during the regular season. Had a really nice regular season.
But for some young players, they can feel like that becomes their identity now. That's how they're going to make an impact. Well, if you're going to make a playoff run, it's got to be defense and open shots.
Well, the Cavs have cut an 18-point lead in half. Knicks lead sliced to 9, and it's still 9 minutes remaining. And the Knicks in the penalty the rest of the way. Foul called on Donovan Mitchell, and Mitchell has picked up his 4th.
And one thing you're seeing different right now, Dennis Schroeder is in a flat-out face guard deny on Brunson. He did not allow him to get the inbounds pass in the backcourt. He's on the high side, trying to prevent him from breaking to the basketball.
Ball knocked away and stolen. Tyson comes out of the pack. Schroeder to Tyson. Tyson lays it up and in. And it's 85-78. They cut it to 7. Cavs trying to do to the Knicks what the Knicks did to them in game 1. Schroeder on Brunson, finds Anunoby. Anunoby a three-pointer, that's good. Big bucket there for the Knicks. 12 points for Anunoby.
He made him pay because I actually think Cleveland navigated that screen. They didn't switch it that time to get hard on Brunson. Anunoby still gets 3.
Tyson tries a 3. And Brunson the rebound, fouled by Schroeder. Jalen Brunson upset. That's going to be the 3rd team foul on Cleveland, and Schroeder's first.
And we talked about the passive switches in game 1. They don't do it here. Schroeder refuses to hand them off, but then Harden is just too far off of Anunoby, and OG steps right into that.
Brunson now picked up by Harden. Drives in, pulls up, jumper, won't go. Robinson tips it, but Schroeder grabs it. Kenny Atkinson showing trust in Schroeder. Important minutes here. Tyson whips it out to Harden. Harden extra pass to Mitchell. Mitchell off the bounce. The floater's up. Floater's good. Donovan Mitchell now at 23, and it's back to 8. Yeah, timeout called by Mike Brown. The Cavaliers looking to bounce back. Trail by as many as 18. Still 7:46 remaining here in game 2.
The NBA Eastern Conference Finals are presented by Dunkin'. When your morning tip-off with coffee and breakfast at Dunkin'. And in part by Google.
Where are the hardest arenas to play? The altitude in Denver is no joke.
Playing in Denver, you're like, New York, welcome to the pressure cooker.
Interception.
section of history, TD Garden in Boston.
Might be the loudest arena I've ever stepped foot in my entire life.
Rich, smooth, creamy Haagen-Dazs. Take your sweet time. That's Dazs.
People do anything to make their beer cold. Try viral hacks. Use outdoor fridges. Freezers too. Oops. That's why the Coors Light Mountains turn blue. Because people don't just like beer. People like cold beer.
Wireless can feel like a world of traps, expensive bills, tacked-on fees, and promises that don't hold up. Suddenly, everything falls apart. Don't fall for the trap. Get a fresh start with Visible, the ultimate wireless hack. Get unlimited data and hotspot, all on Verizon, America's best 5G network. For a limited time, get Visible for just $20 a month for 1 year using code FRESHSTART. Visible. Live in the know.
Oh my God. I saw these on the car last night.
You didn't stop, did you? It's something unholy. Once you're marked, only God can save you.
Passenger, rated R. $10 for a large. $10 for any 3 toppings. $10 for your choice of hot crust. Like our new garlic parm hand tossed. Because there's crust, and then there's hut crust. The crust you crave, only $10. Order in the Pizza Hut app.
AE drink spray? AE drink spray.
You want a hoop like Anthony Edwards? Practice. You want a refreshing drink? Obey your thirst. And I tried to tell him, man.
Oh, I know. Sprite, obey your thirst.
Conference final, the celebs are out. Jason Bateman and Jason Sudeikis. Ben Stiller, Nick Fanatic is here tonight. T-Wolves owner Alex Rodriguez, next to our old friend Mark Shapiro. Johnny Mack is here as well. Chris Rock back in the building, cheering on his team. And John Bon Jovi, they played Living on a Prayer during that timeout, and he was singing along with the entire place. Oh. It was a very cool moment.
Good to see Jersey represented in the building.
Meanwhile, a foul on Mitchell Robinson. So Allen picks up just his first. Karl Anthony Towns is quickly going to come in.
I have a home in Jersey. I don't count.
No, absolutely not.
Representation?
Absolutely not. You're paid to be here.
So that's only their 14th foul. That's why they're not shooting. There's John Bon Jovi. Well, the Cavaliers had one of their worst losses in history in Game 1, trying to follow it out with one of their great bounce-back wins in Cavs history here in Game 2. And they cut an 18-point deficit to 8.
And Mike, there goes Brunson again, trying to hunt that switch. And you can see the Cavs in no man's land. That's not affecting anything. It's either going to be a hard blitz or you switch and try to play him the best you can in ISO.
Harden drives, can't finish. Ball batted around. Schroeder comes up with it. And he's fouled by Brunson. Jalen Brunson will pick up his first. By the way, Brunson now with 13 assists.
This is just too easy. So Brunson here had Harden, he gets Mitchell, but you can see James Harden is just sort of hanging out at the top of the key. And now everybody on the back line is confused on who has first pass. Far too easy when you're talking about an 8-point game in the fourth quarter.
Schroeder, 2 points, 4 rebounds. As we mentioned, Schroeder playing for his 11th team in 13 years. He has the 7th most teammates in NBA history. He's had 245 teammates in his career. Jeff Green is #1 all-time in teammates. Reminder coming up. After game 2, inside the NBA. A famous theme song with Ernie, Kenny, Charles, and Shaq. Well, it's so much to talk about. Cavs have missed 6 free throws. Make it 7. And Hart the rebound. 10-point game, 7 minutes to play. Now Harden picks up Brunson. Harden looking for a screen. Anunoby inside. Josh Hart. Shot clock at 5. Anunoby on the bounce. Goes inside. Layup. He banks it home. The strength of OG Anunoby, and it's back to a dozen. Schroeder getting big minutes here. Pulls up. Jump shot. Dennis Schroeder nails it. His second field goal. Schroeder has played in a lot of playoff games with all the different places he's been.
Well, they need stops. A little different in game 1. It was stops to try to secure the game. This is stops to try to give yourself a chance on the other end.
Bridges wide open for 3. Puts it in. Cavs call timeout. 17 points for Bridges. And the Knicks lead back to 13.
Booking.com has all kinds of stays because some want a house in the desert. Others do not. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
A child could change the fate of the galaxy. When under siege, a new hero will rise.
Good shot, baby.
It's time. Star Wars: The Mandalorian and Grogu, rated PG-13, now playing in theaters.
From day one, LeBron honed his skills until he became the chosen one. But what if the world never got to see all he could do? Things would look a lot different. That's why the LeBron James Family Foundation is partnering with Indeed, because everyone's skills deserve a chance to be seen.
The Colonel has a bucket list. The $10 one. Monday nuggets. Tuesday fried chicken. Wednesday wings. Thursday tenders. Friday nuggets again. Now that's living life to the fullest. Get a $10 bucket of the day from KFC.
We're almost back. Supposed to be at Pat's for tip-off.
You okay, OG?
I'd like to see you guys hike a mountain at my age. We're almost there. Howdy, fellas. Hey, Ted. I got the game.
You got the game? Now where's the rest of the team?
I get him.
Starks, you still on that hike? Alvarado's here. I brought dip. Homemade.
Wish we had some snacks. I know. And I found these berries.
Oh, very poisonous. Yeah.
When the connection matters, it has to be AT&T.
Travelers swear by this one trick. What's up with Mom?
She's been scrolling travel advice for hours. Now she's got influencer brain.
Hashtag paid partner. Mom, you gotta use Kayak. They compare hundreds of sites so you always get your trip right.
Kayak. Got that right.
Mama's back, fam.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, just got crispier with the big crispy chicken sandwich that's way bigger than McDonald's McCrispy. Huh, Chili's just out here dominating fast food again? Yeah, that tracks. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Introducing Gatorade Lower Sugar. No artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners, and 75% less sugar. Gatorade Lower Sugar. Hydrates better than water.
Welcome back to Papa John's. I'm hand stuffing this mozzarella to make our epic stuffed crust pizza.
Epic.
Epic. Hey, we're making you an epic stuffed crust pizza for $13.99.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Pronamel, clinical enamel strength, can help us to keep our enamel for a lifetime. It's backed by science. It is clinically proven to strengthen our teeth. I would recommend this toothpaste to everybody. It's really an amazing product.
The road to the NBA Finals ends here. The Cavs eye another upset, while the Knicks carry the dreams of all of New York. The Eastern Conference Finals, Knicks, Cavaliers, Game 3 on ABC.
Tonight's Good Hands play brought to you by Allstate Legs.
But it's the problem that Jalen Brunson creates, the gravity. Here you see they're committed to trying to get the ball out of his hands. So you put 2 on the ball as it comes out of the spin. Jared Allen has no choice but to hang out under the rim to provide that protection. But now look at the weak side. Dennis Schroeder thinks, I've got first pass. Not a problem. 2 guys over here. But look at Mikal Bridges. He's on the baseline behind the defense. So when this ball comes out, it's just one touch pass by Hart, and Mikal Bridges lines it up. That is elite execution on the part of the Knicks.
31 assists for the Knicks. Brunson has 13 of them, which ties his playoff career high. Still 6 minutes remaining. Knicks a little more cushion now at 13. Cavs had cut it to 7. Mitchell looking back up to Strus. Mitchell double team. Strus goes in the corner. Harden is open. James Harden nails the three-pointer, and it's back to 10. Great ball movement that time from the Cavaliers. Into the hands of Brunson again. Harden on him. Looking to get more help. Brunson leans in. Pulls up. Jumper. Rolls around and drops through. The soft touch from Jalen Brunson.
There is just a confidence that the Knicks have when they get James Harden in that ISO. It doesn't matter if it's a contested shot, if it's Brunson. They just feel so comfortable when they're going at him.
Mobley fouled. He'll shoot free throws.
You watch this. James Harden does a good job of trying to handle that first dribble, but it's that second dribble that allows that space. And even then, you might want to be a little bit tougher than that if you're James Harden instead of trying to draw that foul.
Close to being an offensive foul.
It was close, but sometimes you don't want to try and draw that foul. You just want to play elite defense and make them finish over you.
And I think what you're saying, right, the end of that, you have to be a little bit more assertive on the contest. Like, you did everything you could in terms of bodying him up when he leaves the ground. You've got to get a hand up to make that a little bit tougher.
And Mobley misses the free throw.
Yeah, the end of this, I mean, Brunson also gets his feet tangled up here. Lucky he didn't lose his balance, but right there, Harden pretty good, but he had already given up too much space. And Jalen Brunson is just in that mindset, Richard, like you said. His eyes light up right now when he sees that particular matchup.
And the Cavs starting to miss a ton of free throws. They've missed 9 now. Knicks up a dozen, 5 minutes to play. Trying to go up 2-0 in this best-of-7 series. OG Anunoby goes inside. Kicks it back out to Hart. Shot clock at 5. Hart on the drive. Spin move, falling away. One-handed shot is good. Everything going down tonight for Josh Hart. A playoff career high 26. Mitchell gets inside. Couple of fakes. Kicks it out in the corner. Mobley. Back out Mitchell. Three-pointers up. In and out. Anunoby the rebound. Brunson on the drive. Finds Anunoby. Lost the handle. Picked up by Strus. Here comes Mitchell. Mitchell barrels in. And a blocking foul on Josh Hart. That's going to be his 4th. Hart very upset. He thought he got there in time. Let's take a look.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Josh. Love you to death, brother. But that right there, you would want that exact same call on the other side. I don't know what he's looking for. He definitely was square there. But once that contact happens and both players fall, that's an easy block call for the referees.
Also, the left hand coming in to swat at it.
That was the second foul.
Mitchell hits that free throw. A 24-point game for Donovan Mitchell. The Cavs still down by 13. Knicks have been in the penalty since over the 9-minute mark. But the Cavs have not been able to take advantage from the line, missing the free throws. Again, 9 misses. Another miss from the line. Those are critical in games like this.
Those are critical. The other thing is you can't trade baskets, and there's just not a lot of confidence on this end of the floor right here for the Cavs. This has been a problem now 2 consecutive games.
Loose ball foul called on Mitchell. He poked it away. And then when the 2 going for it, Mitchell picks up his 5th. And the Cavaliers now in the penalty. Brunson will shoot his first free throws of the night.
Mitchell, no question, that's a foul. He grabs him around the waist, and then he fouls him again right there, and one that didn't count. But it's just 2 games in a row now for the Knicks, the way they have completely simplified what they're doing in the fourth quarter.
Hearing chance of MVP. 13 assists, now 12 points. Just 5 of 14 from the field. Became more of a playmaker tonight. Knicks, meanwhile, this is only their 12th free throw attempt of the game.
What I love about what Brunson's done with this 13 assists is that obviously the Cavs came out, they put a lot more intensity on him, but great players find ways to beat you. If I'm not scoring tonight, I can playmate. And his teammates were ready, locked in, and knew what they were going to be expected.
Harden way off, Brunson the rebound. Knicks look to push. Josh Hart back to Brunson. Mitchell guarding him, Strus lurking. Bridges, elbow jumper, short. Fight for the rebound, Jarrett Allen. And the Cavs make one more push, down 15 with 3.5 to play. Jarrett Allen, the runner, can't get it. The follow missed. Brunson comes out of the pack. 2-on-1 break. Brunson to the basket, banks it home. Timeout, Cavs. The lead is up to 17.
Well, the Knicks right now sensing that 2-0 lead, have clamped down defensively, gotten out the open floor, and extended this lead.
A little more slack. Plug it in.
Whoever said work smarter, not harder, didn't realize you could do both.
We wanted to make foods using unique ingredients, things like kelp. Shopify provided us this platform to sell our products to anyone around the world. We're Barnacle Foods, and we're powered by Shopify.
So who we play? Local crew. They haven't lost since 1996.
Shot Beckham.
Didn't matter who showed up. They owned that pitch. They say Zidane didn't speak for a week.
Man, I'm loving this new Palisade.
Yeah. Every time I drive, I feel like I'm in a movie now.
Oh, wow. That's an entrance. Is she okay?
Oh, yeah. They always are.
John, these motorcyclists look upset. Stop.
Yeah, they didn't.
I could do this all day.
The all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid. Epic style meets epic capability.
1, 2, 3, make it look easy. Dress left so breezy.
Fresh finds perfectly picked for you. Now and new at Target.
Knicks back up a comfortable 17-point lead. Still 3:18 remaining. Mobley, Mitchell, Merrill, Strus, and Harden. Strus to Harden. Bridges on him. Bridges has had another strong game. Finds Strus. Lines up. Three-pointer. Off the mark. Rebound. Josh Hart.
What a game for Josh Hart. You think he has more made threes in this game than Strus, Merrill, and Mitchell combined for the Cavs.
And Strus fouls Brunson. Not happy with the call. 5 fouls on Strus. Free throws for Jalen Brunson. Again, Josh Hart did not play down the stretch in the fourth quarter. And in the overtime, as you see Strus with the foul.
Well, there's a handful of jersey right there. There's a lot of things going on right there.
Brunson hits the first. And again, he was not happy, wanted to be on the court, happy for his teammates, but bounces back here tonight with the best playoff performance in terms of shooting of his career.
What a winner. That's all you can say about him. He does everything you need. He's one of the elite rebounders in this league for a guy his size. Guards basically every position on the floor, gives you the hustle plays that create energy in the building, and then on top of it, can have a night like this where he contributes like that offensively.
Largest lead of the game. Under 3 to play, and Knicks back up by 19. Hart trying to pressure Mitchell. Got a little handsy there, and he picks up his 5th foul.
And I'm going to be really honest. Right now, if you're the Cavs, it's time to pack it up, right? Again, it's a cumulative effect. You've played a lot of games. You're down by 20 with 2 minutes, 45 seconds ago. Get your guys out. The rest starts. You start to rest your players the minute they come out of this game.
Mitchell rattles that in. Again, the lead was 18 early in the 4th quarter. Cavs came back and cut it to 7. A terrific turnaround, trying to do what happened to them in game 1, but the Knicks once again at crunch time making the big plays.
And I'll give Mitchell some credit too, because if he's not feeling right, he still had pretty good night. 25 points, 8 for 17, 7 for 8 from the line, but didn't have that big burst that you expect from him in a situation like this when his team was down double digits.
Brunson has it, deflected by Strus to Bridges. Brunson looking, fires a pass to Hart. Hart takes the 3, falls down, almost lost it, turns, shoots, and Harden with a Harden 18 points tonight, but the Cavs still down 14. White will help bring it up. A magnificent performance tonight from Josh Hart. Brunson looking for a screen. Ball kicked. Mitchell upset with himself because that'll reset the shot clock. And Landry Shamit's going to come in. And Josh Hart will go to the bench to an ovation. A playoff career high, 26 points, 7 assists, 5 3-pointers. You can go in the backcourt in the final 2 minutes like that, and Bridges goes to get it. No backcourt violation. Brunson. Shot clock winding down. Bridges puts it up and puts it in. Mikal Bridges, 9 of 12 from the field. Another 19 points. Mitchell tries a 3. Off the mark, shot at the rebound. And Bridges will bring it into the front court. And the Knicks fans starting to celebrate.
Josh Hart's going to be a headline, but they've gotten contributions from their entire starting 5.
And Brunson puts on some finishing touches. A 19-point, 14-assist game for Brunson. Last year in the conference finals, the Knicks lost the first 2 games at home as Strus has fouled out. They lost to the Pacers the first 2 games, wound up losing the series. But in this Eastern Conference final, game 1, the epic comeback. And game 2, another excellent performance. See Donovan Mitchell trying to stay positive in the previous round. In the conference semifinals, and as they've shown all season long, we're able to
this Knicks team is playing some of the most consistent basketball in the entire league, and the way they're playing on offense, the way they're playing on defense. But make no mistake, Cleveland is an outstanding team at home. You won't expect to see 1 for 7 from Strus, 1 from 8 for Sam Merrill, as Brunson goes out to a well-deserved standing ovation from this Garden crowd.
The most assists he's had in a playoff game. And an off shooting night for him, yet the Knicks still win handily.
Well, he beat him in a different way. And I think he expected that based on what he did to close out game one. He knew the approach was going to be different tonight. He anticipated it, what the Cavs were going to do to send extra bodies at him. So he decided to pick them apart as a playmaker.
Well, Kenny Atkinson has now emptied the bench. Bryant, Porter, Ellis, Proctor, and Tomlin all on the floor. And same thing for Mike Brown as Dottier, Alvarado, Shamet, Kolek out there. Here's Dottier, launches one, that one off the mark. Thomas Bryant. Bryant, who played in the finals last year with the Indiana Pacers. And as we're under a minute remaining, these fans are ready to celebrate. Thomas Bryant can't get it. Ball tipped in by Tomlin. There's Jose Alvarado saying, he is saying he's living a dream. He got traded to the Knicks. Born in Brooklyn, played his high school in Queens. Now on a pro team in Manhattan. The roar of the Garden once again present here in game 2. Karl Anthony Towns, 18 points, 13 rebounds. Playoff wins for the Knicks as they add to their franchise record of consecutive playoff wins. Heroics from Josh Hart, a career game, and they take a 2-0 lead in this best-of-7 series. With many of the former Knicks once again in attendance at a sold-out Madison Square Garden. Donovan Mitchell finished with 26 points. Frazier dressed appropriately. And the Cavs will head home, where they're going to have to do what they did last series. Win a couple of games in their own building, and that will be a raucous, wild building. That's become one of the loudest buildings in the NBA. Meanwhile, Hart, 26 points, a playoff career high. He's with Lisa.
Josh, after not playing much down the stretch in game 1, just how good did this game feel you tonight? 26 points, playoff career high.
Yeah, man, it felt good. The thing I'm most happy about is I started 0 for 3 or 0 for 4 from 3, and I just kept shooting. I'm putting the work in, and I just got to go out there and play with confidence, so it felt good.
What was your mindset when they just kept leaving you open to shoot?
Yeah, I mean, I knew that's what the game plan was going to be, and I've just been working. In the gym with Joe, Peter Patton, our shooting coach, just getting reps. So I'm just trying to make sure, shoot the ball with confidence and, just believe in my work.
You heard the ovation from this crowd when you left the court. And after game 1, you said you didn't like not playing down the stretch, but you would do whatever it takes for this team. What is it about this team that makes you say that? Because a lot of people can say that, but they don't really mean it. What is it about this team that makes you say that?
I think it's just the character that we have of the guys in the locker room. For me, I said it for years, man. I'm a servant to these guys. I'm big in my faith. I pray for humility all the time, and I really feel like I don't have an ego. That got burned out my heart a long time ago, and I'm out here to serve these dudes.
2-0 series lead heading to Cleveland. How do you pack this up and take it on the road?
We can't be happy with being up 2-0. This team was just down 2-0 last series. They came back, so we got to go out there. We know they're going to have a sense of urgency, a sense of desperation, and we can't just match it. We have to exceed it. So we got to learn from film tomorrow and get ready for a tough one.
Thanks, Josh. We'll see you in Cleveland.
All right, Lisa. Knicks are 4-1 on the road in the playoffs. Cavs, meanwhile, 6-1 at home in the playoffs. And the crowd, including all the celebs and former Knicks, happy. And we'll be in Cleveland Saturday night. Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. It's going to be on ABC. NBA tip-off with the gang gets the night started at 7:30. And tip-off for game
can't escape the noise. No matter what keeps you up, Mattress Firm can help find a solution, like Tempur-Pedic, to get you back in the game.
The strawberry watermelon refresher is here. It's the drink where the refreshing vibes overfloweth. One of the many new drinks now at McDonald's.
While our nation's best are giving their blood, sweat, and tears on the pitch, we'll be sweating right along with them. Michelob Ultra. Superior is brewed here.
Inside the NBA, it is presented by McDonald's, and it is coming to you live from Studio J here in Atlanta. Ernie Johnson with Charles Barkley, with Kenny the Jet Smith, with Shaquille O'Neal. Putting up the #1 sign. 109-93, your final score as the New York Knicks take a 2-0 lead over the Cleveland Cavaliers. We hope to be joined by Mikal Bridges before this program is over. Good with you?
He's been playing great.
Yeah.
We're just not falling down. Are we going to start analyzing now?
No.
Yeah.
We're going to do the highlight. We're going to do the highlights.
I just got something to say after the highlight.
Okay, good. Okay. I appreciate you saving that until...
Are we done with the highlights yet?
Donovan Mitchell and the Cavs, after blowing that 22-point lead, how would they come out tonight? James Harden, early, 4-3.
Shot the ball well, James. Hey, guys, this is Evan Mobley right here.
Yeah, the guy who had 14 points in the first half and didn't take a shot in the second.
That's where I'm going to go ballistic at, Ernie.
Okay. Well,
how the hell you score 14 points and don't get a shot in the second half?
You don't get the ball.
That's my point, fool.
Some of them that ball, too. His ball.
That's Evan Mobley,
around me.
He's out here housing people. And y'all want to shoot these long-ass jump shots, but that's the NBA today. No strategy.
27-24, Cavs after one. Mikal Bridges was 9 for 12 on the floor.
9 for 12. He's been playing unbelievable basketball after those first 2 games of the playoffs, and he's like setting it up.
Harden for 3 there, and then nice ball. And Josh Hart.
Man, that's the spin cycle right there.
Oh, same here. Hey, knockdown. And now an open 3 and catch. Leave him open if you want to.
They should have known at that point, Jack. It was too late.
53-49 Knicks at the half. They open it up in the third.
Damn.
Outscored them 32-21, including that 18-0 run.
Oh, you gotta throw that down, John.
You're wide.
Clyde is spreading it. Hey, man.
Oh, there's another open.
What y'all doing, man?
Hard again. Oh my goodness. Another open 3.
Are you kidding me?
Leave him open.
Trust the work. Come on, Kenny. You know, we'll tell them why you should never score on out-of-bounds play, Kenny.
Oh, because you got Karl Anthony Towns from the quarter. Opened the lead to 16. Cleveland trying to hang around. They got it down to 7.
Well, they got it down to 7 only, but defensively, they've never really posed any will or any. This game was over, man.
Mikal Bridges is open.
Why that thing up? The bridge ain't over. The bridge ain't over.
You're looking like Hart again. Everything going in for Josh Hart.
That's a travel. That was a travel. Went from Brooklyn to Queens.
Knicks in transition there with Brunson.
The great John McEnroe. The great Bernard King. And my man Ron Henry.
The New York Knicks win at 109-93. That is 9 straight wins for New York. Remember, once upon a time, they were down to the Hawks 2 games to 1. Live. Josh Hart, playoff career high 26. Jalen Brunson's 14 assists were a playoff career high. Cavs down 2-0. Here's Kenny Atkins.
I thought we had a lot of good looks. A lot of good looks from three. Good looks at the rim. I thought our process was right. Took care of the ball. Offensive rebounded. I think wasn't a great shooting night. At the end of the day, you got to put the ball in the hole. Tonight we didn't. Yeah, get it to them in the pocket more, in the pick and roll. But they, it's a little bit like they're sucking in. They're in the paint, and I thought we did a great job hitting the perimeter guys. Bunch of swings, bunch of wide open threes. You gotta kind of take what the defense gives you. Obviously, they're trying to take away those guys. So I think if we would have made some shots early, it could have loosened them up a little. But we never found the accuracy tonight.
All right, Josh Hart's night. Remember game one, 13, hardly played in the fourth quarter in overtime, only a couple of minutes. Had the worst plus-minus on the floor for the Knicks, but 26 points in game two. He's never had a game like that.
That stat right there. What's that? It's minus 23. While you're on the floor? Yeah, but the only person played great that game was Jalen Brunson went crazy. That's not his minus 23. Stop it.
It's what it was.
Yeah, because you want to give your son-in-law a job. That's how y'all brought analytics into play. All these rich dudes want to get a son-in-law a job. That's how they came for analytics. Hey, just because he married your damn daughter, you don't mean you have to give him a job.
You had a look on your face as you were listening to Kenny Atkins.
You know the difference between good players, great players, good coaches, and bad coaches making adjustments. Richard Jefferson and Tim Lake were doing a great job. They're like, we're going to stop Brunson. Brunson's like, okay, I'm going to set a career high in assists. I ain't going to keep just jacking it up, throwing it around. I'm going to take the pass. He set a career high. You look at, I said, the only way the Cavs can win this series is they dominate inside. They were dominating inside. They were only down 4 at the half. Mobley had, he was 5 for 8, 14 points. Allen was having a good game. Mobley did not take a shot in the second half.
Yep.
They only gave it to Allen 3 times in the second half. The guys who have a size advantage. James and Mitchell don't have an advantage. Those two guys have an advantage. Well, I don't understand. This guy's got 14 points, having a great game.
I know.
And you don't even get a shot.
I know. 5 out of 8 at the half, 5 out of 8 to finish the game. Mikal Bridges been kind enough to join us, a guy who has never missed a game in the NBA. The streak is at 707, regular season and postseason combined. I think the last time he missed a game he was 6 days old. But Mikal, thank you for joining us, and I want to talk about part of this Villanova brotherhood of yours, and we talked about the night Josh Hart had. And you know that game one was a struggle for him. What do you already know about him that we saw tonight, about his bounce back in game two?
Yeah, Jay Hart, just mental toughness. That's the biggest thing. He embodies that. He's going to keep staying in the gym and keep taking open shots. I know he's frustrated, but, he's mentally tough. He's going to forget about it and be ready to knock down the next shot.
Jalen Brunson didn't have a great first half, and you kind of carried the Knicks in the first half. At what point in the game do you say, okay, my guy's not going as another, it's time for me to step up?
Man, just trying to be aggressive the whole game. You know what I'm saying? I know JB's going to get a lot of different looks. He's going to make it tough for him to score. And just try to keep moving out the ball, try to give, my teammates just an option, and just try and stay aggressive the whole game.
Mikal, number one, congratulations. Y'all are playing great. You've been playing great for a while now. How is it, obviously, because we know how it is in New York when y'all are doing well. How are you and the rest of these guys staying grounded? Because New York is a lot, and you know that. How are y'all staying grounded and don't let all this stuff go to your head?
I think we got a lot of resilience in the locker room. A lot of guys that just understand the main goal, and that's pretty much it. I know the New York's having fun and all that, but we're not out there. We, in the gym, staying locked in. So, You know, they can have all the fun they want. We're going to stay locked in. Our fun is on the court, so go keep going at it and just stay with it.
You know, Mikal, if you look at your roles, from you guys have played together so long, as Ernie alluded to, with Coach Jay Wright at Villanova. Now all of a sudden you guys are here and back together. But your roles are different. What was the roles that you guys had in college now compared to the roles that you have together in the NBA?
Yeah, I think, so Josh, senior year, Jalen Jalen was scoring when he was a freshman, so he was scoring the whole time. There was no in between. He was scoring his all 3 years there. But Josh was, you know, shooting a lot of shots. Him and JB were scoring a lot, and I don't think I really shot the ball that much. Kind of just, you know, defending, doing my thing. And then Josh left, graduated, came to the league, and then me and Jalen had our last year. And I was, you know, scoring a little bit more, being in offense, but still defending as well. But I think when I was in college with Josh, my offensive game wasn't, you know, there as much. And so when he left, I grew, you know, I had opportunity. So it was kind of different when Josh was there, but we all just had a lot of games. We got a lot of practice days. You know, we feed off each other, know how to play the right way, and it's great that we're together right now.
Mikal, last thing from me is I want to go back to round one against Atlanta. And I was thinking, as you guys won that clincher by 51 points, so it's not close. If I looked at it, I said, okay, 24 points on 10 to 12 for Mikal Bridges, who had been struggling in the first 5 games. What did that game do for you to jumpstart you?
Just staying aggressive, you know, just having that mindset coming into that game 6. But it's also my teammates, you know, encouraging me every single day. You know, my family outside encouraging me. So, you know, just had to just say enough and just stay aggressive. It just kept the energy going.
Hey, Mikal, number one, with all that great talent y'all had at Villanova, don't you think Jay Wright was overrated?
Jeez.
Nah.
Jeez. You are a piece of work.
You know,
haters.
Maybe Jalen. Maybe Jalen's the only exception because Jalen was really cold coming into college. Everybody else, I know me especially, I had the red shirt, so that shows a lot. I couldn't get out there on the court my first year, so shout out to Coach Wright, got me to our guy.
Mikal Bridges, we appreciate the time. We apologize for the last question. And we
Jay, one of my best friends. I gotta give it to Jay. He's one of my boys.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate y'all.
No, I appreciate you. 109.93.
You know, Kenny said something interesting to me. He says, man, Cleveland got to win this next game. I said, they got to win the next 2.
Oh, you can't think about that.
No, they're not. This team is playing with tremendous confidence right now.
Yeah.
And they got more answers. They got more answers than questions. The Cavs got a lot of questions now. Even though I picked the Cavs, I don't feel good because I kind of told y'all, man, that first loss, that was a shocker. That first, and you guys said it wasn't gonna matter. I said, no, I think it matters. But they got to win these next 2. These next 2 games are must win. Chuck, do you think though, if you win game 3, if you're the Cavs, there has to be something that you've done that the Knicks now would have to think about and say, we had trouble stopping this, like they had trouble stopping Mobley in the first half. Yeah. Like they have to continue something. They just can't win a buzzer beater. It has to be something that says, wow, we've changed our thing, and now you have to make a big adjustment.
Well, first of all, you're not going to beat nobody shooting 38%. So, you know, Coach made a great point. They missed a lot on the shot. So let's start there. They're going to be at home. The others going to be at their gym going through their routine. I expect them to play better at home, but again, you can't shoot 38% in the, you know, Eastern Conference Finals, you know, to think you're going to win. It's not going to happen.
I'm looking at the stat sheet too. I'm looking at, okay, Harden, 18 points. He did not turn the ball over tonight. So for a guy who's been getting a lot of heat for that, he did not turn the ball over tonight. But again, you sure just under 39%. And again, they did not. No, I'm just saying. Again, for a team that turned the ball over 21 times in game 1, they cut that down to 8.
Ernie, but the biggest problem the Cavs got, we can talk about 3 and 4, is game 1. If they lose this series, they lost because of game 1. Because you win game 1, it flips the entire series. Now they in a must-win game 3 and 4, in my opinion.
Again, New York Knicks take a 2-0 lead. Still to come, you're going to be hearing from Donovan Mitchell.
Hey, now Bobby Puglione. Yeah, he's been on before. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I got a memory. No, I do. It was an interesting name. Puglione. Oh, Puglione.
Josh Hart, what a night. Career playoff
Shout out to
high.
Jalen Brunson for passing the ball, man.
Yeah.
That's even more impressive.
Yeah, 14 dimes.
Spring, the unofficial new year for tool people. New jobs, new projects with quality tools from Harbor Freight. We've got the savings to start your new year off right. So come celebrate spring at Harbor Freight.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
So I got this friend that said T-Mobile's network used to suck. His words.
But things change. It turns out that now T-Mobile has the best network. My life, a lot. Hey, dude, you won't believe where I am.
With Amiga Home Insurance, it's not just what's inside your home that matters. It's who you share it with. We're customer owned, and we look after what matters most to you. Together, get your quote today.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, is now available with the Big Crispy Chicken Sandwich. Yeah, that looks pretty good, but do you still get bottomless chips and salsa? Okay, and what about a bottomless drink? Sure, but answer this. Is Chili's Big Crispy Sandwich bigger than McDonald's McCrispy? Oh, well, yeah, that is way bigger. So all of that deliciousness is still just $10.99? Oh, fast food is not gonna like this. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Football, yeah. Soccer, no. No, I like my Ultra.
Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
What's that? Nothing. Just get in the car. Let's go. Come on. Who did that? Get in right now. You painted or something? Hi, Mr. Cody.
Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What did she call Hartford? Oh, we actually sold the Twins naming rights.
Yeah, like stadiums do. Very lucrative.
Oasis Breeze Cannon Spa.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think. At Wingstop, it's all about flavor. Cooked fresh, made to order. Every bite is different. And the ranch, you already know. Wingstop is here.
If your child has moderate to severe eczema, they can stay ahead of it with Dupixent for clearer skin and noticeably less itch. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your child's doctor about Dupixent, approved to treat kids as young as 6 months.
This is what everyone's talking about. This is winner take all. It's all happening now on the home of the NBA Finals. Don't miss it. June 3rd on ABC and the ESPN app.
The United Football League.
Things are heating up down the stretch as the top teams start to separate themselves here in the UFL.
The playoff chase is on. Saturday on ABC and Sunday on ESPN2. Brought to you by new drinks at McDonald's. From crafted sodas to refreshers. Who knew ice cold drinks could be so fire? Try them all, now at McDonald's.
Third quarter was was key in this one, 32-21. New York outscores Cleveland to put this one out of reach. That included the 18-0 run. So the Cavs are in an 0-2 hole, just as they were against Detroit in round one. Came back to win that one in 7. Here's Donovan Mitchell.
Nothing. We just didn't make shots. I loved everything about the looks we got. And some days you just miss the open ones. We got great looks. Sometimes we're in and out. Sometimes they're short. Offensively, I'm not worried at all. We did a really good job getting to the paint, trying to find guys, and that's why our assist total was low. It's just because we couldn't make shots, and it was everybody. So nothing to hang our head about. They protected home court, and we've seen this before, so we got to go get game 3. All right. I think it helps just from a mentality standpoint. This isn't our first time at it, right? This isn't our first time facing adversity. We've been to 2 Game 7s. So being down 2-0 is not the biggest challenge. You know what I mean? It's just something we just raised right here. So let's go ahead and take advantage of it, right? Understand that they're going to make adjustments. We are as well. And obviously, our process was right tonight. I'm not mad at, what we did offensively. Defensively, make some tweaks and changes. And like you said, sometimes you got to tip your cap to the shot making. And that was tonight. And it's really, it's really as simple as we have to protect home court. And that's really it.
Your thoughts, Shaq?
I mean, that's what we all say, and he's absolutely correct. They shot 38%, and they're not playing well. So, and they do have the experience of being down 0-2. However, you got to win Game 3. What if the shots don't go down in Game 3? What adjustments are you going to make to slow the Knicks now? Kenny said it earlier. We're not going to let Brunson get off, make somebody else beat us. Now, when he gets hot, you still have to make adjustments. Josh had 26. Kel had 19, and Anobi had 14. So, they're playing well. They're very high on themselves. The Knicks smell it, and the Cleveland Cavs has to win this Game 3, or else.
7th time this postseason, the Knicks shot 50% or better. Every starter was in double figures. They're up 2-0, and here's Mike Brown.
Maybe we're fouling, but it's a pretty big discrepancy for a half when you're talking about 22-6 in free throws. But maybe we were fouling and they weren't fouling. I don't know. But our defense overall, besides those two things, first half giving up offensive rebounds, second half sending them to the free throw line, it was pretty good, especially when you have the talent that they have and all the all-stars that they have, the great players and the shooting that they have. For us, offensively, we have to keep playing faster. We did a better job of spraying the basketball and taking care of the ball. We had 15 sprays this game compared to 9 sprays in Game 1. When we hit that paint, we have to play off of 2 because they do a good job of protecting the paint. Got to get that ball off the glass, play faster. We did a better job playing faster this game. Like I said, the 7 turnovers was pretty good for a game against a team in the playoffs. A lot of guys stepped up. Jalen had a double-double. They're sending double teams at him, and he had 14 assists. Again, he did what he was supposed to do. Cat with a double-double, 18 points, on very efficient shooting and 13 rebounds. McKill was huge, 19 points, especially catching the ball in the pocket versus their double teams or their tilts. OG was awesome too. He only had 4 rebounds, but he guarded Allen most of the game, and trying to keep Allen off the glass is a load, especially in the second half. And OG did a great job with that, and then he did a great job in the pocket and out on the perimeter when he was open as well, mixing up his attacks and his shooting from the 3-point line. And then Josh, we had 32 assists on 44 buckets. Josh had 7 assists, 1 turnover, and 33 plus minutes. He did a great job on the glass. He's our leading scorer with 26 points. And, obviously, if they continue to leave him open, he's got to continue to let it fly. I think he started out 0 for 3, his first 3 threes, and then he goes 5 for 8 after that. And so we want him to keep shooting it. If his feet are set, And Jared Allen wants to play in the paint, shoot it, and we'll figure out the rest of the game after that. But just a well.
He didn't get to it, but Tyler Kolek played it in 1 minute and 15 seconds.
Yeah, he definitely read the stats.
Scoreless.
And Muhammad Diarra did not play. Neither did Ariel or Jeremy.
He just read those stats.
Jeremy Sohan, DNPTV.
And right after that, Ernie Charles and Shai are coming on.
Somebody named Eric.
This is the worst tie I've ever seen.
Say, what's wrong with your tie tonight? That's the second text I got. That's a nice tie.
I don't like it either.
But you're worn.
You don't like the tie?
Who sent that tweet?
It's not important. Okay, who was it?
Who sent the tweet?
Who was it? Who sent the tweet? TK? Will.
One of these.
Uh-oh.
I don't like this tie. Tell your mom I'm never coming back over there again.
Now that was where I was. That was a little over the line.
That's okay.
Oh, man.
Tell your mama it's over.
Real life should tie a lot more now.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
There I was, enjoying my flight. No food, no energy, but suddenly I found bucked up energy drinks and protein drinks that were insanely delicious. I wasn't just surviving, I was thriving. But, like all good things, my time on the island was coming to an end. Although I missed that island, I still feel like $1 million.
Cricket 5G is so fast.
So blazing fast.
Everything else will seem slow in comparison.
Yeats, you're on cricket. On the court, players always want to raise the game. Here, St. Jude has helped raise the overall childhood cancer survival rate in the U.S. 20% to more than 80%. Join Team St. Jude today.
$10 for a large. $10 for any free toppings. $10 for your choice of hot crust. Like our new garlic parm hand tossed. Because there's crust, and then there's hut crust. The crust you crave, only $10. Order in the Pizza Hut app.
I suddenly realized that I was no longer driving conscious, and I was in a different dimension. Just going.
Did you know at Cricket you can get a single line unlimited plan for just $35 a month?
Seriously?
Yep. Tell all your friends.
All my friends? Fast 5G? $35 a month? Single line?
Where? Deal. What a deal!
Get a single line for only $35 a month. Smile, you're on Cricket.
This is basketball's biggest stage, where the lights are the brightest, pressure is at its peak, and the noise is deafening. The clock is ticking, which means one thing: it's time to shine. Welcome to the NBA Finals.
Imagine waking up every morning feeling energized and rested, your best self, healthier, more alive. That's the power of restorative sleep on a Sattva. This Memorial Day, get up to $625 off site-wide.
Each Satva mattress is handcrafted, designed with proper back and lumbar support, and endorsed by the American Chiropractic Association. Experience the joy of restorative sleep and see how great a good night's rest can be. Satva, unlock your superpower with restorative sleep.
This is the story of the one who knows that being ready for the unexpected comes from having a partner like Granger, whose professional-grade products and next-day delivery help ensure that he and his team are prepared to rise to every challenge, so he can be confident that he has what he needs when he needs it to help keep patients safe and happy. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Look, as much as you love the game of golf, you love the fact that we've got a golf-themed Nito stat of the night.
I'm ready for it, man.
Coming up in the next
I'm ready for it.
Yeah, is that before roll? What's up with that pick?
You know what I like about that picture?
What?
Charles is looking hard when he's holding his golf club. I go hard in the paint. See that picture, TK?
Psoriasis had me looking for plaques, brushing off flakes, and searching for answers. Now, with Bimzelx, I'm back to clear skin.
Only Bimzelx targets and blocks IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation. Most people got 100% clear skin, some after the first dose. Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections and lowered ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Start to say I'm back to clear skin with Bimzelx.
Ask your dermatologist about Bimzelx, also approved for psoriatic arthritis and HS.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Don't worry, Shaq. The General gives you a break to keep you covered. Whether it's on your car insurance
or a break from your car acting up.
My leg! I want help. Let me out of my misery!
You just asking.
I saved a life. Tell my children I love them.
Bumblebee, the General's got you covered.
I hope he runs out of gas soon.
For a great low rate, go with the General.
At Wingstop, it's all about flavor. Cooked fresh, made to order. Every bite is different. And the ranch, you already know. Wingstop is here.
It's more than a couple. It's the heaviest 35 pounds ever lifted. It's the hardest coffee to order. The only question is, who will raise it? The Stanley Cup Final begins June 4th on ABC and the ESPN app.
I need products that work just as hard as I do. That's why I choose Pretty Litter, the health monitoring cat litter with advanced odor control. Each lightweight bag lasts up to a month. I suggest you make the switch and see why Pretty Litter is on my list of favorite things.
Force Factor Creatine Gummies build muscle and strength, improve recovery, and boost cognitive function. Why? Force Factor Creatine Gummies contain 5 grams of clinically studied creatine monohydrate in each delicious serving. Rush to Walmart and get Force Factor Creatine Gummies today.
The investors pulled our funding. What do?
I go tumblers.
Like acrobats?
No, custom branded tumblers from Custom Ink.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, our logo.
Let's funding go!
With over 10,000 swag options, ink is more than you think.
This is Bombas. They took socks and asked what if they could be way more comfortable? What if comfort could be for everyone? At Bombas, one purchased equals one donated. Get 20% off your first order at bombas.com.
consoling by sponsorship since.
TK forgot to tell me 1989.
Come on, no
Great job,
Here we
TK.
are. Come on, man. I guess we're back on TV.
Glad nobody.
So now this golf-themed Nito Stanley.
Yeah, I want to know what this is.
Well, you've seen it, and I think I've seen it. I don't know if Shaq, you and Kenny have
They don't
seen
play
this.
golf.
This is,
I don't play, not well.
not only is Rory McIlroy a great player and one of the greatest of all time.
Yes.
He knows the competition quite well.
Really?
Yes, he was tested just by looking at silhouettes of golfers.
Oh, wow.
To see if he knew who they were. Check it out.
That's me. Okay. Siwoo Kim. Jordan Spieth, I don't even have to see him swing. Xander Schauffele. LeBron James. Michael Block. John Rahm. Tiger Woods. Had to be 2000. Charles Barkley. Okay, there we go.
Impressive, huh?
That was impressive.
Yeah.
That was very impressive.
Was that your new swing, or was that your? It looked like more like your new swing.
More like my new swing. I got to get it flatter in the back. It's too close to my ear.
But
you said that about you for a long time. You got to get flatter in the back.
Your golf swing has evolved.
You got to get flatter in the back.
Your golf swing has evolved, I would say. From this,
see, right there. Right there. Get flatter in the back, son. Get flatter in the back. Get flatter in the back. Go ahead, son. Get flatter in the back again.
Oh, this is at the Legends at 201.
Yeah. That's my new swing. No, right here. See, you flatter in the back now. This is a great. I got to get that flatter. Yeah. It's too close to my ear. Okay.
That.
Yeah, I got to get that farther away from my ear.
No, you're game.
Yeah, thank you. I'm playing great right now. Y'all can't insult me.
No, I'm not insulting.
No, I know you're not. I'm talking about these two doofuses.
Yeah. The only thing I would say, do we still have that picture? The golf picture? Do we still have that somewhere?
No, come on.
No, I just had some advice. Come on. Next time you're going to do a shot like that, just face the camera. The profile just ain't working for anybody.
It's not.
All right?
It's hard out here.
I was so glad, man. I think something so beautiful.
No. Quiet part out loud.
Yep.
Hey, Austin, you're 100% right.
You're right, Lugo. Everybody feels the same way.
All I said is the photo was nothing.
Y'all are crazy, man.
That's a wrap for Inside the NBA.
See y'all Saturday.
Charles and Kenny and Jack, Ernie Johnson Sports Centers.
Life is not hard, America.
Life isn't.
Eczema isn't fair, and it isn't your fault. But with Ebglyss, people with moderate to severe eczema can have real results. Like skin that's still more clear at 1 year.
Don't use if you're allergic to Ebglyss. Allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Eye problems can occur. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems. You should not receive a live vaccine when treated with Ebglyss. Before starting Ebglyss, tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection.
Ask your doctor about once monthly Ebglyss.
These are my confidence boost.
An escape from my family drama.
Mi secreto para brillar.
The final touch to my look. Sunglass Hut. Own your moment.
With Amica Auto Insurance, it's not just about where you're going, but who you go with. We're customer owned, and we look after what matters most to you. Together. Get your quote today.
Oh, she's got your smile.
Carl.
Yep, your #1 broker's here to welcome your new little dependent.
Actually, we invest with Schwab now. They have everything we need, all in one place.
I can set up her college fund.
I've been learning about new trading strategies.
And Schwab helps me generate retirement income.
All this Schwab has everything you need is is making me cranky.
Does somebody need a nap?
Invest your way with Schwab.
New plan.
Hey Google, what's the fastest way to the pier?
Spring, the unofficial new year for tool people. New jobs, new projects with quality tools from Harbor Freight. We've got the savings to start your new year off right. So come celebrate spring at Harbor Freight.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Don't make that guy for an ultra?
Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Save during markdowns for miles at AutoZone. Go farther with markdowns on your next oil change. Drive clearer with markdowns on Rain-X products and many more deals during markdowns for miles at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
So I got this friend that said T-Mobile's network used to suck. His words.
But things changed. It turns out that now T-Mobile has the best network by like a lot. Hey dude, you won't believe where I am.
Good evening, welcome to the nation's capital of sports. I'm Scott Van Pelt. Busy night in the playoffs, full coverage as the Knicks win Game 2. We will visit with Josh Hart, Tim Legler, and Brian Windhorst from the Garden. Also highlights from the Canadiens and Hurricanes Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Montreal comes out flying there. We begin in the Garden. Game 2, New York, New York. Big city of dreams. The Cavs allowed that huge lead in Game 1 to evaporate. They might look back on that with great, great disdain. They're up by 5 early. Karl Anthony Towns on the drive. And again, pulling his way through the contact from Jared Allen. And it's a 1-point deficit. Cavs down 1. Evan Mobley is ball faking. Nasty baseline left-hand flush. He had 10 in the first quarter. Cavs lead by 1. And Cleveland started out shooting well from deep. 5 of their first 10, including this one from Donovan Mitchell. They then went 4 of 25 from 3 the rest of the way, and that was problematic. We're now tied off the miss from Jalen Brunson. Mitchell Robinson there with the putback. And now this was a giant storyline in the game. Josh Hart, they're going to let him have that one, and he would make Cleveland pay. Hart again on the wide open look. Brunson with a good feed. He buries that, and the Knicks lead by 4 at halftime. Cavs down 3. There's one of those misses from 3. Woo! Hart in transition pushes the lead to 5. More comfortable evening in the Garden than it was when they had to come flying back in the fourth. Game 1. The run adds another bucket on a Brunson turnaround in the lane. Mobley has it poked away. Hart finds Mikal Bridges. And
Timothy Chalamet.
Let's add to the run. Hart again. What a night he had. 14 straight. It would cap off with an 18-0 run. Hart again, a clean look. All 3 of these. That's the longest unanswered scoring run this postseason for the Knicks, and they are comfortably ahead. Although you never know in this league. Here, a little sloppy with the basketball, careless. Jalen Tyson, screen, roll, good feed. And it's a 7-point game. 10-point game. Floater from Mitchell, who had 26, is back to 8. Knicks ahead by 10. movement, and it's Bridges. Little hockey assist, if you will. The lead's back to 13. Brunson gets away with a little shoulder shove on Harden, and the lead grows. Under 5 to go. Again, they're up double digits. And it's Hart spinning with the shot clock winding down. That kind of night for him. 26, a standing ovation. And the Garden is doing a little arithmetic. Well, Cleveland will have something to say about that. They've been excellent at home, but they're going to need to do their work in a hurry. Pleasure to be joined after a playoff career-high 26 by Josh Hart. And Josh, on the floor with Lisa Salters, you shared that you're rooted in your faith and you pray for humility, so I appreciate that you're not here to pound your chest and talk about what you did, but I'm interested in what's most satisfying about the role you played in this second win in the Eastern Conference Finals.
I don't know. I think for me, I think I said it with Lisa. You know, I think I started 0 for 3 from 3, and I knew they were going to continue to leave me open. And I had two choices: to stop shooting or to keep shooting and watch them go in. And I did the latter, and you know, I was proud of that.
When a shooter sees the ball go through the bucket, when the Garden starts roaring the way it does, how do you best describe what that feels like and how hard it is not to heat check a step across half court?
Yeah, I don't think you got to worry about me heat checking a step across half court. But man, this place is special. You get into that mode. You see the ball go in a couple of times. For me, I just kind of black out and I just play the game like I'm a little kid in the park and like I've been doing it for years. And I just kind of have fun with it.
Speaking of the Garden, we see the legends, right? When I was on your podcast with you and Jalen, we talked about some old-time hoop guys, and there's legends, right? And whether it's Bernard or Walt Clyde or Patrick, I could keep going. But what's been the message of the old guard, the guys that have done it, to this group as you inch closer to the ultimate goal?
Just keep working, keep fighting, never be satisfied. This is a special place. It's the only place that has their alumni out here, you know, showing up every playoff game. So just talking to us, making sure we have our eye on the ultimate goal and keep pushing us.
I appreciate that. I'm asking this sincerely because, you know, each win gets you closer, but the goal's still not realized, as the late great Kobe Bryant said. Job's not finished. How much fun can you allow it to be, right? Like each night like this, I have to think it's fun, but maybe not. It looks like you're shaking your head.
Yeah, I mean, right now, we want our fans, our supporters to have as much fun as they possibly can during this run. But for us, we got to be locked in. Once you start getting happy and satisfied, that's when things turn. So we know this team just came down from come back from being down 2-0, and you know they just did it. So we got to make sure we come in with a sense of urgency and desperation, and can't be satisfied with it.
Understood. All right, let's get to the most important thing on the way out. Your golf game. You told me before we started you haven't played in a while. I mean, if you leave those clubs in the closet until late June, you still got all summer to play. So is that the game plan? Wait till late June to finally get out there?
Yeah, man. Late June, my wife and I were going to go to Bordeaux. So I'm going to have some wine first. And then after that, I told her I need at least 1 or 2, you know, golf days a week. So I can't wait, but we're going to push it off as far as we can.
Understood. I would suggest the golf before the wine, but you do what you want to do. Josh, congrats on a phenomenal night tonight, and appreciate you sharing some time, all right?
Thanks, my guy. Have a good one.
9 consecutive victories for the Knicks, which extends their postseason franchise record. 13th team all-time to go on a 9-game winning streak during a postseason run. 11 of the previous dozen would make the NBA Finals, and 7 of those won the title. But they still have 2 more games to win before they can even play for the title. That means Cleveland and Kenny Atkinson are on the wrong side of a 2-0 playoff ledger.
We need to get our legs under us, quite honestly. Like, you know, we know their rest advantage, so getting home always helps with that. But definitely probably didn't have the juice tonight that we needed to, which is kind of, it's going to hit it sometime.
Offensively, I'm not worried at all. We did a really good job getting to the paint, trying to find guys, and that's why our assist total was low. It's just because we couldn't make shots, and it was everybody. So nothing to hang our head about. They protected home court, and we've seen this before, so we got to go get game 3. We're not tired. We're not tired. We're ready to go for game 3. It would have been great to steal 2. That was the idea. We had an opportunity to, and we did it. So go home for game 3 and then protect home court like we have been.
Brian Windhorst joins us from the Garden, where the stars are out. It only is getting more blinding in terms of the assemblage of stars because, man, the city is 2 games away from the finals. This New York team, I think, expected to win the series. They were favorites. It would have been suffocating pressure if they dropped game 1, but they didn't. What did you see from the home team tonight? What kind of freedom?
Yeah, so this Knicks team really does have a lot going for it. They are not a perfect team. They were not the best team in the NBA during the regular season, but they have a lot going for it. And one of the things that they can do is play different ways. They have different players who can do different things. And so Jalen Brunson crushes the Cavs in game 1. So the Cavs come back naturally and try to clamp down on him. They totally don't guard Josh Hart. And this was one of the reasons why he got benched at the end of game 1, because the Knicks weren't surviving well when they were going 4-on-5. This game, they go to him, and he crushes the Cavs with an all-time terrific performance from him, not only with the 26 points, but also with 7 assists. So not only did Brunson end up with 14 assists, one of his best assist games ever, but he got a bunch of hockey assists because he was kicking it to Hart, and the Cavs would scramble to him, and he would kick it onward. This is what really good teams do, what championship teams do, beat you in different ways. The Harden-Brunson thing is still a problem for the Cavs, but it was Josh Hart that knocked them off tonight.
This Cleveland team knows the assignment, right? They have to win a game in the Garden, and they let one that they had in their grasp slip through their fingers. They have been great at home. They did erase a 0-2 deficit already. What's your sense of how they respond as this series pivots to Cleveland over the weekend?
Well, Kenny Atkinson likes to focus on process. He likes to think about stuff like shot quality. He will probably say after this game that they did have good process, that they got a lot of open shots, that they just missed them, and that if they get those same open shots in games 3 and 4, they could come back here in game 5 and have it 2-2. That could be true, but the truth is their margin for error against a team like the Knicks is just much smaller. And even though Donovan Mitchell has played fine, he has not played special, and you're going to need special to win in the Garden. And so they're going to go back in a situation where they got to win 4 out of 5. And I think the odds of that are very long. And I suspect, you never know in the NBA, but I suspect game 1 is going to stick in their minds for a long time.
I completely agree with that. The Donovan Mitchell applauding to his team at the end, that's leadership, but they know in their heart of hearts, look, we had the win we had to get, and we squandered it. And I just wonder how you flush that entirely. Just a final thought on this Knicks team, because I agree, look, they weren't the best team in the league, but all they have to be is the best team in June if they get there. Just imagine for me the city, the Garden, and this Knicks team in a final series. What might that look like?
So this isn't just about this year. This fan base started falling in love with this team 2 years ago when they made that first playoff run. And then last year when they upset the Celtics. And then really this is the culmination of a multi-year stage to get close to it. And the city loves the way they play. This is not a mercenary team. They have built this team methodically. They have their 10,000 hours in with this group. They've watched them have a bunch of comeback victories. Scott, they've got 4 20-point comeback wins in the playoffs in the last 2 years. All of that has built this incredible faith in this roster. You feel the connection in the building. You feel the connection in the city. This is look, around here, they talk about 1994, and grown men get tears in their eyes and look up to the ceiling. That's building with this unit. I don't know if they're going to win it, but you can feel that what's happening now is going to be celebrated for a long time. Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson and Mikal Bridges are going to be sitting courtside here in 20 years, no matter how the season ends up.
About that, and this is sort of, I don't know, this is a bit of psychological study here. If, and I underline if, they win 2 more games, and they await the winner of the Spurs and the Thunder, could all of that, could the city, could all the alumni, could it become a lot to deal right? It's not just the 4 games you got to win, it's the ghosts, and it's how desperately the alums want to see this group do it. Feels like a lot to me.
I don't think so. I don't think so, because I think there's a pureness to this. If they got there once or twice and didn't get it done, they would feel the pressure. And really, let's just be 100% real. The pathway to putting a banner up there is to win this series in a sweep, to go to Cleveland, handle your business, and then watch the Spurs and Thunder beat the hell out of each other, and watch the injury report grow, and try to, I mean, that's just the real part. So really, they'll never say this out loud. Jalen Brunson will never say anything even mildly disrespectful, but in their heart of hearts and in their brains, this is what they think that the pathway is. If they want to win it, they need the 6 more wins. That's probably the pathway. So they go to Cleveland this weekend with that on their mind.
They've been great on the road, but Cleveland's been great at home. It's a proud Cavs team. I expect to see them fight with all their gusto on Saturday night. Brian, I appreciate the time. Look forward to continuing the conversation.
Talk to you later.
When we continue, home team scored in 30 seconds, and then Montreal went nuts. Highlights of the Eastern Conference Finals on ice when we continue, as well as an enormous story. The racing world mourns the loss of one of the all-time greats. Reaction from Marty Smith on the death of Kyle Busch.
Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi. You're unbelievable. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. Try it now. Over time, the sun causes 4 times more hair damage than heat styling. New Dove UV Repair and Glow with HPF 70 protects hair for 70 hours from internal UV hair damage for 10 times more shine. Try the new Dove UV Repair and Glow collection.
So I had this dream. I was in my new CLA, and it felt like it knew all about me. It watched out for me, fast-charged for me, updated all my apps. There was dancing, Tyla in the backseat, and a horse. A horse? Yeah, that was a bit much. But wow, that car was cool.
Chipotle Honey Chicken is back. Step into summer with fresh grilled chicken, spicy Chipotle peppers, and the perfect touch of pure honey. Open the summer with Chipotle Honey Chicken. It's taking heat and sweet to a whole new level.
Pressure. We invade France Monday. We are faced with 2 aggressive storms.
Call Eisenhower. They have a small window, but the timing must be perfect.
Send my men into the storm.
They'll never see it coming.
We will accept nothing less than full victory.
Pressure, the untold true story of D-Day. Rated PG-13, only in theaters May 29th, with special engagements at Dolby Cinema. Cars are cool. Rental cars are not cool. It's cool when you can pick the exact car you want, exactly where you want, for exactly what you need. No one needs this. Turo. Rent a car, not a rental car.
The original. The first. A light beer brewed to taste like beer. There's nothing like legendary taste, only 96 calories. It's Miller time.
Can I help you, sir? Here's the bill from the dealership where I got my car, and I'd like you to beat it with a better deal on one of these fine cars. Not how it works. Verizon it is. Anyone can bring their AT&T or T-Mobile bill and they'll give you a better deal. Isn't Verizon expensive? No. Better deal, best 5G network. I'll take this little red situation here. Don't call it that.
Bring in your AT&T, T-Mobile, Spectrum, or Xfinity bill for a better deal today.
On your way. You're not as cool as Verizon.
Playoffs are here, fellas. This has to be spotless.
What kind of big dummy put his handprint up there?
Shai, you left your handprint up here?
What's the 7'6" kid that plays for San Antonio?
Wembanyama.
Yeah, it was him.
I think we found him.
Shut up, trolls.
Inside the NBA lives on ESPN and ABC.
Shocking news on Thursday as two-time NASCAR Cup Series champion Kyle Busch has died at 41. His social media shared earlier in the day that he was hospitalized with a severe illness, followed hours later with the tragic news. Numbers aren't the story, but they do provide context to his greatness and longevity. 234 wins across NASCAR's 3 National Series, which is the all-time record, as is a win in 19 consecutive seasons from 2005 to 2023. Busch hasn't missed a race since 2015, including just last week at Dover, where he won a Truck Series race. During a race at Watkins Glen 11 days ago, he had been battling a sinus infection and told his crew that he wanted to see a doctor after the race for a shot. But specifics of what might have led to this remain unclear. Tributes to Kyle Busch around the sports world recognized in the Jumbotron prior to the Eastern Conference Final in Carolina, as well as at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, where Busch was a 2-time winner of the Brickyard 400. I welcome Marty Smith to the program, and Marty, I begin with my sincere condolences for this loss. I know you feel deeply, and also with the understanding that you don't possess the answer to the question everyone wants to know at the moment, which is what happened. I would like to begin simply with your sense and understanding of how this sport is processing this stunning loss.
Shock, disbelief. It's truly impossible at this moment, Scotty, to try to properly articulate and speak eloquently to Kyle Busch's influence on the sport of NASCAR and the people within it and the millions of fans. There's never been a driver that had greater talent in the history of motorsport than Kyle Busch. He is one of the greatest race drivers of all time, regardless of genre. He has been a first ballot NASCAR Hall of Famer for a long time. Kyle was not somebody about whom you were on the fence as a competitor. He was a guy that he made you feel. You loved him or you hated him. And to see the way that Kyle evolved as a man, as he married Samantha and became a father to Brexton and to Lennox, that's where we saw this person evolve into someone with so much emotional depth. And there's nothing that gave Kyle Busch greater joy, not winning, not dominating, than being at the racetrack with his little boy, teaching his son the nuance of how to do it really well and how to control a race car and control your emotions inside a race car. And just to think about the fact that that now he's gone is just impossible to try to process. It's just an unimaginable tragedy.
You and I, Marty, I think we bonded over a lot of things, and one of those is that idea of the human condition and the idea that we all evolve and grow on our own time. And he was a guy early on who was one guy, but he became someone altogether different. How did becoming a dad and a husband not soften him, but change him for the better?
It gave him perspective that he never had before. Ryan McGee and I just had him on our television show, Marty and McGee, 5 days ago on Saturday. And we were talking about that evolution in the seat, from Jeff Gordon cussing him out because he was way too aggressive during practice at Daytona for the 500, to this guy now who is taking those 20 plus years of wisdom and teaching the young guys who are young and aggressive now. And we saw that softening you're talking about as a result of real life moments, praying to become parents and then becoming parents, and the vulnerability of that depth of love reshaping your normal. He realized while he was still an unbelievably gritty and fearless and fierce competitor, that when he got out of the race car, those little ones running up to him, was the greatest thing in the world. And so That's what's on my heart tonight is Samantha and Brexton and Lennox and Mr. and Miss Bush and Kurt and everybody at Richard Childress Racing, his teammates, Hendrick Motorsports and Joe Gibbs Racing, his former teammates, and every one of us that loved him. When you are in all together as this traveling show every single week for 38 or 40 weeks a year, you can't help but build very close personal relationships with everyone that's in that circus with you. And then there's another layer, which, isn't it interesting, Scotty, when we see a dominant athlete who is polarizing, and then that performance starts to wane a bit and they become a bit more of a sympathetic figure, and they start having so much humility about the gratitude of just being able to still compete and do it at the highest level, but they're not winning as much. And all of those boos, there's never been a driver that created a chorus of boos during introductions that Kyle Busch did. But those started to wane because people want to see the return to greatness. And he just told me on Saturday how badly he wanted to win in that 8 car for Richard Childress. And he won on Friday in the Truck Series. And many of you may have seen after the race, he said, you cherish every one because you don't know when it's going to be the last one. And that was indeed his last one.
Well, I was with you the other day, and I did. We're huggers, and we tell each other we love each other because that's what we do. And
I do love you, man. You're a special soul.
And I appreciate you sharing what's on your heart tonight. And I know it's a lot, and I just, again, I close where I started, just sending my sincere condolences to you and everybody that knew and loved Kyle Busch, Marty. I appreciate your time tonight, man.
Thank you, my friend. It's an honor to share about him and his influence on so many millions of people, and the evolution of man, because he's a great example of it.
I appreciate you, Marty. Kyle Busch, gone at the age of 41.
This is the way. Thank you. Been in a few battles, huh?
You could say that.
Same.
Dad, we should get some popcorn.
Definitely. We'll go in a second.
At the next timeout, kid.
Nice assist.
Rated PG-13.
Twice yearly prep is here. One office visit every 6 months. 2 times a year for HIV prevention. That's 1-2 prep. That's Yes2Go. Yes2Go is an injectable prescription medicine that helps to protect against HIV through sex. 1 office visit every 6 months. 1 during your winter glam, and 1 during your summer glow. 1 during your winter time, and 1 during your summer shine. You must be HIV negative to receive Yes2Go and get tested for HIV before each injection. If you think you were exposed to HIV or have flu-like symptoms, tell your healthcare provider right away. HIV testing may be needed. Yes2Go does not prevent other sexually transmitted infections. Practice safer sex and get Yes2Go as scheduled. Missing doses increases your chance of getting HIV. Tell your provider about your medical conditions if you are pregnant or plan to be, and all the medicines and supplements you take, as Yes2Go may affect some medicines. The most common side effects are injection site reactions, headache, and nausea. Rare serious injection site reactions can occur, so tell your provider about any side effects. 99.9% of people stayed HIV negative. Ask a healthcare provider if Yes2Go is right for you. 1-2 prep.
Caitlin, you know State Farm sees everything, so you get coverage that fits your life and budget.
You mentioned.
I see everything too, like the shot clock looking down on me.
Well, he does know math.
Okay, that is cool.
You've always been ahead of the game. Excellence is your default, and Lexus knows that feeling is unmatched. Their standard isn't for the average, it's for those who set the bar and elevate it. So as you redefine what's possible, Lexus refines what you deserve. Because a car that doesn't make you feel something is a car that stops short of amazing.
for signs of dehydration. Liquid IV is the only sugar-free hydration product on the market clinically demonstrated to hydrate faster than water alone. Hydrate with Liquid IV sugar-free.
Thank you for calling the Bombas Comfort Line. Bombas makes slippers, slides, and comfy shoes. And with every purchase, one is donated. Press 1 for comfort, 2 for cozy, 3 for great gifts. Bombas. Visit bombas.com and get 20% off your first order.
Samuel Adams was a patriot and a brewer. That's why I named my beer after him. He was committed to the idea of independence and freedom. As an independent brewer, I get to make beer to my taste, so we never have to compromise.
Force Factor Creatine Gummies build muscle and strength, improve recovery, and boost cognitive function. Why? Force Factor Creatine Gummies contain 5 grams of clinically studied creatine monohydrate in each delicious serving. Rush to Walmart and get Force Factor Creatine Gummies today.
Best thing I saw today in honor of Stanford Steve. Mets holding on to a 2-1 lead. C.J. Abrams, who's tied for the Major League lead in RBI coming into this one, rips one down the line. Barrientos, a beautiful diving stop with the tying run at third. That's a diving sort of half short hop kind of a play. That kept the game 2-1. That's where it ended. Well played there. Mets get a victory. They could use a bunch more of those, but they got that one anyway. To the ice, Carolina and Montreal opened the Eastern Conference Finals of the Stanley Cup playoffs tonight with diametrically opposed workloads to date. Carolina had played the fewest possible games to get here, sweeping all 8. Montreal had played the maximum, winning a pair of Game 7s. Since 2000, this is the 9th Stanley Cup playoff series featuring one team coming off a 7-game series and the other coming off a sweep. This is shocking to me. The team coming off the 7-game series won 7 of the previous 8. Carolina, meanwhile, more context, coming off the longest rest in the Stanley Cup since 1919, and they were hoping to end a run of futility in this round, but they are 1-16 in their last 4 conference finals appearances. And then there's more context here just to frame it. Montreal 3-0 this season head-to-head with a big goal differential. I think it was 15-7. So there's all of that. And then 30 seconds in, Carolina's going nuts. And Andrei Svechnikov, Seth Jarvis. Boom. And it's a skate assist. That's fine. Hurricanes, in the blink of an eye, already ahead 1-0. And that's the end of the fun for the home team. Cole Caulfield on a beautiful feed from Juraj Slafkovsky. Caulfield's been hot of late. 4 goals in his last 6. Gets it right out there in front. Patient, buries it. We're tied at 1. 4 minutes gone in the first period, and we're playing 4-on-4. Alexandre Carrier, Philippe Deneau with 2, and the Hurricanes, 2 goals allowed, 4-on-4 into the game. They allowed 3 first-period goals in their first 8 games total. It's 2-1. Montreal is not close to done. Deneau, Alexandre Texier, beautiful feed, 1 time, and it's 3-1. Montreal's buzzing, and they're still not done. Less than 9 to go. Ivan Demidov comes in alone, patient. That's 4 first-period goals given up here. They allowed 5 goals in 4 games against the Sens and the Flyers. They're not playing the Sens and the Flyers anymore. They're playing a Montreal squad that took out Tampa Bay and Buffalo. 4-1, and it's about to be 5-1. Caulfield hits the post, and then Carolina very quickly the other way. William Carrier, Eric Robinson. And so instead of 5-1, which it nearly was, now it's 4-2. Now the building's alive. They're feeling better about things, but not great. But Montreal got this bit of brilliance from Slafkovsky. Comes in. Slafkovsky, Lieutenant Jim Dangle. 2 goals, 1 assist. Caulfield a goal and an assist. They get an empty netter as well. And Carolina has lost for the first time in this postseason. This is the 2nd time in Canadiens postseason history where they defeated a team who was on a winning streak of 8 games or more. The other, Game 1 of the '69 Stanley Cup Final against the Blues. St. Louis came in on an 8-game heater. Canadians took Game 1 and then went on to sweep the series to win the Cup. Back to the playoffs on the hardwood, also Eastern Conference flavor. And speaking of streaks, Montreal's stoppage in Carolina not equaled by Cleveland as New York's won 9 straight, the longest postseason winning streak in franchise history. They're the 13th team in NBA history to get on a 9-game run in a single postseason. Of the previous 12, all but one reached the NBA Finals, which makes sense because you win that many in a row, you're talking about spreading it out over a number of series, right? In NBA playoff history, teams who take a 2-0 lead in the best-of-7 have won over 92% of the time. Most recently, it was 2020. The Knicks are the 11th team to take a 2-0 lead in the conference finals, and the previous 10 won them all. Series shifts to Cleveland, Game 3, Saturday night. Cavs look to avoid a 3-0 series deficit. No teams overcome in playoff history. Cavs, though, have been good at home this postseason. Joined now by Tim Legler, who is courtside in the Garden, where the Knicks roll to a 2-0 series lead. And Tim, the connectivity of the Knicks defense felt like a big part of this night. Cleveland started hot from 3, then couldn't buy one. Am I onto something? Is the Knicks defense the reason why they won this game tonight?
Knicks defense has turned into an elite defense here in the postseason, and they adjusted some things during the course of the year. You know, their efficiency of their offense, Scott, has helped that defense because when you're taking the ball out of the net a lot, that's what you're going to get. Defensively, you can set up, you can see the ball in front of you, and you can execute the game plan, and you get the appropriate matchups that you want. Their offense has helped to a great degree. There's no doubt that the Cleveland Cavaliers' three-point shooting failed them in this game because that's the shot you're going to have to make if the Knicks are going to be disconnected off the dribble in the way they're going to protect the lane. You're going to have to knock down your share of three-point shots, and tonight just wasn't Cleveland's night. And on the other end, Josh Hart had an answer for that with 5 of his own because Cleveland decided to leave him most of the night, and he made him pay.
Brunson was ordinary to below average in terms of his scoring. I think he had 17 against Atlanta, but that was the game they won by like 50 points. But he had a career high in the playoffs in assists. If you tell Cleveland and Coach Atkinson, hey, he's going to get 19, they're going to feel good about their chances. How did Brunson facilitate and put others in a position to hurt Cleveland?
He recognized immediately the shift, and the shift was this. They were going to rotate multiple bodies to his side of the floor. They let him play, obviously, one-on-one in that fourth quarter of Game 1 late. And I think now the adjustment, and he was waiting for it. He was prepared for it. He wasn't as aggressive looking for his offense. He wanted to accept 2, because that's the responsibility of a great player, and then move it out of there. Tonight was his job as a playmaker. He picked them apart. He ran the team. They had 7 turnovers as a group. A lot of that falls on the shoulders of Jalen Brunson, getting them properly spaced, reading where the traffic was coming from, and then delivering the ball where it was supposed to go to make the game very easy in 4-on-3s and 3-on-2s out of those traps.
I'm a big fan of Donovan Mitchell across the board. Everything about his constitution. At the end of this game, Tim, he's applauding to his bench. He's giving his guys a look like, we're all right, we're all right. They have to know, and their heart of hearts, Tim, we have to win a game in the Garden to win this series, and we had a 22-point lead in Game 1 and we lost it. I'm not saying they can't win this series, but when you go back home knowing what you let get away in Game 1, in your heart of hearts, do you have to feel like, I don't know how we win this series if you're the Cavs?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of been my mentality since they let that slip away. Scott, you said it. It's a math problem, right? You got to get to 4. And for the Cavs, they had a different problem coming in. They had to win a road game. The Knicks don't. And the Cavs had a road win right there in front of them. We're not able to close the deal. So I was really curious to see how they came out tonight. I expected the Knicks to be much better offensively early in the game because it took them a while to find their rhythm after that layoff. And they were better offensively in the first half. But there, you look up, and the Cavs are right there. So I think they took the first punch. Emotionally, they were in the right place. But once the run came, that's when you kind of felt a little bit that loss of Game 1 carried over in that moment. Were they going to be able to answer that run or stop the bleeding if the Knicks were able to get separation in the second half? The Cavs weren't. And they still haven't solved the Jalen Brunson riddle. because he went ISO mostly in the fourth quarter overtime of game one, got a win. Tonight, a lot of traffic. He picks them apart. They haven't figured out that end of the floor. That's the biggest challenge for the Cavs, as well as you have to get better shooting out of your role players around the star guards. And Sam Merrill and Max Strus, guys like that, you know how much I appreciate what they do.
Of course.
The way I made my living. And I expect them to be better at home because those guys are too elite, particularly Merrill, who had great looks in the first half. It could have made a big difference. I know he's beating himself up a little bit. Those guys will be better in Cleveland. I expect the offense to be better. How do they solve this Jalen Brunson problem? That's still an issue for the Cavs.
Cleveland has been fantastic at home. They are going to have to be. New York now just 2 games away from making it to the NBA Finals. Tim Legler, appreciate the time. We'll talk Saturday, all right?
You got it, Scott.
Thanks, pal. So we were just talking about Jalen Brunson didn't have an elite night scoring the ball, but was spectacular with the assists. Smile on his face. We'll hear what he has to say as he and New York has a 2-0 Eastern Conference Series lead.
It's late night in New York City. You're watching Scott Van Pelt on SportsCenter at night.
Introducing Gatorade Lower Sugar. No artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners, and 75% less sugar. Gatorade Lower Sugar. Hydrates better than water.
Long-lasting battery life. Play never runs out of power. The Dell XPS.
His phone is addicted to him.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. Stay thirsty, my friends.
So I got this friend that said T-Mobile's network used to suck. His words.
But things changed. It turns out that now T-Mobile has the best network. My life a lot. Hey, dude, you won't believe where I am.
Get as low as 1.9% APR financing on a new Subaru Hybrid.
The United Football League.
Things are heating up down the stretch as the top teams start to separate themselves.
It's down to the wire for the top 4 spots in the UFL playoff.
We have seen some big-time playmakers.
Are you kidding me?
The playoff chase is on. The United Football League. Saturday on ABC and Sunday on ESPN2.
Men, listen up. Stop spending $15, $20 or more per pill for Viagra and Cialis. Call now, and for less than $2 per pill, get the same results. The time has never been better to put an end to your bedroom troubles. For just $99, we'll send you 50 blue or yellow pills of your choice. Enough to get you back to your best when it matters most. Say goodbye to expensive prescriptions like Viagra and Cialis. Stop the embarrassing visits with your doctor. Our representatives are standing by. Call the number on your screen now. Have your credit card ready, and we'll discreetly send your package right to your doorstep. Ordering is fast and easy. Don't wait. Get your 50 blue or yellow pills now for less than $2 per pill. And the deals don't stop there. Order today, and we'll throw in 10 extra pills for free. That's 60 blue or yellow pills for the cost of 50. Our best deal ever. Call now.
Get new floors during Empire Today's 75% off sale. That's carpet, hardwood, tile, vinyl, and laminate. Up to 75% off. Get Empire's home floor advantage. Plus, we'll beat any competitor's offer. Guaranteed. Update your floors with Empire and get up to 75% off carpet, hardwood, tile, vinyl, and laminate. Visit EmpireToday.com or call or text to schedule your free in-home estimate. You know the number.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today. Is your business hungry for efficiency? You bet it is.
That means you need to streamline your essential workflows. Like lunch.
That's why you need Easy Cater. Stack, a mission-critical all-in-one tech platform for ordering food for work. Big groups, budgets of any size, special dietary needs, whatever you need.
That's what Easy Cater brings to the table.
Start an order at easycater.com.
New York a 2-0 series lead in the Eastern Conference Finals. Jalen Brunson, who went absolutely berserk in that fourth quarter comeback, was pedestrian in terms of his scoring, at least early, but facilitated. 5 assists in the first half, only 2 points scoring, but again, a lot of ways that he can impact this Knicks squad, especially on a night when his podcast partner is going to hit everything he looks at. But now in the second half, Brunson, I don't want the screen, I'm going to get to my right, then pull from deep. That puts New York up 3. 14 assists on this night, and Brunson, Cat gave the outlet, Brunson with the dish to Hart. Then it's Brunson drawing the attention of everyone on Cleveland, and wide open is Hart. So it's a combination of Hart's career scoring night and Brunson's career assist night in the playoffs. There's the same recipe right there. Brunson scored or assisted on 15 of the 18 points in the Knicks' 18-0 run. Now in control, up 15 on the break. Brunson, Donovan Mitchell not going to challenge out. There's no reason. Up 17, and then it's Brunson one more time to Mikal Bridges. 19 points, 14 assists. That's the most in a playoff game by a Knick since Charlie Ward in '98. Here's some thoughts after the Game 2 win.
I think it's an advantage for us, learning how to play differently. There are going to be times where one game plan is going to be different than the next. And so being able to adjust and learn on the fly and adjust on the fly is something that we need to continue to get better at. But I think we've been doing a great job of it. We just got to continue to be open to figure out how we can win the next game.
As an MVP candidate, Jalen Brunson's job is to make the game easier for his teammates, and that's what he did. If you don't send a second guy at him, he's got a pretty good chance of scoring it. If you send a second guy at him, he's going to make the game easier for his teammates. He's going to find them. They just have to step up and make shots. So it starts with Jalen as an MVP candidate, but also it ends with his teammates making shots.
Game 3 Saturday night in Cleveland. Last week on ESPN, we were bringing the PGA Championship. This week, PGA Tour is in Texas. Scottie Scheffler won last year and set a scoring record on the PGA Tour, and they're going to shoot low numbers at the Byron as well. Scheffler with a birdie there, and then looking for birdie again. Shot 5 under, which is good, but on this day, not good enough to lead. Brooks Koepka, the big issue last week for him, tee to green, he was great. He just struggled with a putter, and we saw it early in the week on a Monday on the practice green, going through a million different putters. Well, he switched it out, found one he likes, and he is rolling the rock. Look out if that club cooperates as Brooks here. Useful.